didn't get a chance to hear it. I just saw it flash on CNN. Did Joe Biden say something else again today?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. Now, was this today? Are you talking about the facts of the crash of 29?
I just saw something flash on TV today. Did Joe Biden say something again?
Yeah. This one says, Matt Lauer tells Barack Obama that 3 minutes after McCain... Oh, is that it? Hold on, is that the right one?
Hey, I saw something on Joe Biden today.
Why don't you play cut number 97?
Is he going to tell me to F off?
It's his damn bike.
No. Is that going to be our new code thing for F off?
Track 97.
Joe Biden, facts, market crash.
Yeah.
All right.
He's being interviewed by Katie Couric in this.
Okay.
Part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that he or she knows what they're talking about and communicates to people. If you listen to me and follow what I'm suggesting, we can fix this. When the stock market crashed, Franklin Roosevelt got on television and didn't just talk about the princes of greed. He said, look, here's what happened.
FDR? Hang on. Let me make sure I got this right. FDR?
Mm-hmm.
Radio fireside chats. Is that right? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, so in essence, he's right. FDR didn't just get on television. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Let me listen again.
And follow what I'm suggesting, we can fix this. When the stock market crashed, Franklin Roosevelt got on television.
Oh, okay.
No, he didn't.
Then you thought wrong, dude.
It's just funny because he starts it off with saying part of what a leader does is to demonstrate that he or she knows what he's talking about. And with that in mind,
part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that he or she knows what they're talking about and communicates to people. If you listen to me and follow what I'm suggesting, we can fix this. When the stock market crashed,
FDR got on his blog.
Franklin Roosevelt got on television and didn't just talk about the princes of greed. He said, look, here's what happened.
Why do they let him free?
they have to.
They don't got to do nothing. They knew everything that Biden was capable of leading up to this. He starts out by calling, granted it's a compliment, but he calls Obama clean and well-spoken. He's an anomaly. Your first mainstream African-American.
Yes.
Don't let him run for president. That's too risky. Put him on tour. King Obama.
I know. They thought they could keep him to the facts, just let him go, let him talk to people, and just say, hey, stick to what we tell you to talk about. Don't ad-lib, and don't do history.
Not wrong, dude.
Especially because I don't think, if anything he just said, I don't think any of it was historically accurate.
I don't think FDR was president when
he wasn't.
The market crashed.
Oh, well, I spaced that one.
I'm sitting here doing I was like 32, 36, 40, 44.
Well, who was before FDR?
This is Herbert Hoover. The story over here does.
Herbert Hoover was the president during the stock market crash.
All right.
He didn't get on TV either.
No.
Part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that he or she knows what they're talking about and communicates to people.
This guy's a bigger gigolo than I am. I wasn't even thinking about who was in office. I thought, all right, maybe he got that part right. Stock market crash, Great Depression.
He just missed the fact
FDR. Was FDR... Did his presidency overlap any of the Great Depression?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was elected in 32, so, I mean, he inherited most of the Great Depression. But as far as Black Friday stock market collapse, that wasn't FDR.
That was the Hoover?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Were you going to say something, John?
No, it's just the same thing, that Roosevelt actually did the fireside chats, but those were on radio. None of this is correct.
And there was no TV, Joe.
I'm not one to point a finger. I wouldn't know the difference either if I just heard this clip.
It's like listening to John Belushi in that segment of the Blues, the Animal House, where he's going off on history. Let him go. He's on a roll. That's exactly what Biden's turned into.
And the scary thing is,
he's Bluto.
He has made fun of Bush and taken stabs at him for misspeaking all the time.
Well, to give Joe Biden credit, he's speaking clearly.
That's true.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Could you just mumble a little more?
Part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that...
You blew that one.
He or she knows what they're talking about.
Blew that one.
And communicates to people.
Blew it.
If you listen to me and follow what I'm suggesting, we can fix this.
Bad news.
When the stock market crashed,
All right.
Franklin Roosevelt got on television and didn't just talk about the princes of greed. He said, look, here's what happened.
And Biden is in a safe harbor because he's talking to Katie Couric. Mm-hmm. She's not going to stop. Well, all right, hang on a second. Great Depression, that was Herbert. And no TV. None.
Other than that.
Nunca. Zilch. Not a one. Not a Zenith. Not a Panasonic.
No.
No VCRs.
That would have been funny if somebody would have called him on it right then and there to see how he would have spun it. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, exactly. What did he say on television? What year was this, Joe? Just so.
The crash was 29, but it was later when he actually got on television and talked about it. Like 30 years later.
So Katie Couric didn't.
Apparently not. No,
that didn't raise any flags. Well,
no.
You work in TV. At least
she's on TV.
Yeah.
Is she the news director?
I believe she's executive producer or news director of. Yeah. I'm sure it's something where she can really mess up TBS News.
But she has to know. He has to know at some point it's going to come back to bite him when he just starts throwing out random facts that clearly he doesn't have a handle on.
Well, he was dangerously close because he got FDR and he got the Great Depression.
Right. So television wasn't too far away.
Television. Actually, I believe the first television broadcast was Hitler, wasn't it?
I think you're right.
Okay. He was way off on that one.
Yeah, well, 10 years or so. No big deal.
Part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that he or she knows what they're talking about and
Obama's going to show up on Election Day. Where's your vice president? I done shot that horse.
Got a new one.
I got one reshoed.
He'd actually be better off with a horse.
Francis, talking mule.
Yeah, absolutely, sure.
At least Francis served in the military. That's only funny to you and me, right, John?
I get it. I mean,
yeah, I'm
the rest of the room looks like they're at a funeral. What's that mean about the military?
Why the mule go to war?
Were you that hard up for soldiers?
That actually sounds familiar to me. Was it
Francis the talking mule?
Well, something sounds close to it as far as a donkey going to war. I don't know why, but that sticks out in my mind. I can see some kind of visual.
Well, yeah, if there was a TV show and you saw a donkey with a M16, probably.
I'm really starting to think there's been a conspiracy theory that right after Biden, the vice presidential debate on October 2nd,
they're going to put him down?
They're going to put him down and Clinton's going to step in. And I thought, okay, that's total BS. And now I'm starting to think maybe there's some merit to that argument, that theory.
Why would they wait for the vice? Why would they wait till after the VP debate?
For anybody that didn't like Hillary, it was like David Lee Roth following Howard Stern. There was that was genius on CBS's part. Yes. You take somebody in there and you throw them in right after Stern. That's horrendous. So the candidate that you do want, the show that you really want in there, they have a fair shot because now there's a buffer between them and Stern, i.e. David Lee Roth. And that was probably worth the $4 or $5 million that they paid Roth just to buy that buffer. Because you're going to invest a lot more in the show that followed that, which didn't work out either.
No. So the Great Plain didn't work out in the long run or the short run. But
in theory, it should have worked.
It could have worked if they planned it that way, but they certainly didn't.
Yes, they did.
David Lee Roth was their choice.
He was their buffer. That was their sacrificial lamb. You throw somebody in there that is just so hideous. When you get somebody else in there, you're happy as piss.
But they still aren't. Nationally, not locally.
But that was the goal.
No,
yes, the freak it was.
2 words. Katie Couric.
Katie Couric had a shot at bringing up the demographics on the CBS Evening News.
How would that be?
She didn't. But she had a shot at it.
Well, David Lee Roth was actually on the air, so he had a shot. They let him open the
There's no
microphone.
way that CBS wasted that much money and caused my own personal stocks to drop just on some whim, thinking some former rock star with hair plugs can do a talk show.
Absolutely. They sat in a meeting and they went, we want somebody people already know, and he's well-spoken.
Then get Charles Manson. He's got a lot better shot at filling 4 hours every day, and people would listen to that.
I would.
They brought Valerie in to try to save his show.
Valerie wasn't a bad shot at actually having some kind of balance. The only problem is Roth wouldn't listen to her.
Right. Wouldn't talk to her at all.
It was a plan. They sat in a corporate meeting. Big tables.
It was a plan to actually drive this thing into the ground and then have it rise like a phoenix. That was a goal.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Sorry, it wasn't.
Between Roth, Couric, and what they pay Don Imus, $20 million
for the settlement of the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid close to $50 million.
That's a nice year.
No wonder my 401k's in the negative.
Man, that's the only reason I'm digging CBS. A bunch of damn buffoons. As soon as they popped my ass, I was in the clear.
You did walk away with a lot of cash. But now you're...
I see the wagon circling, and I went, it's just like when the Indians come to get me. Then they part ways, give me $20 million. Now I get to do shows with tractors. But he's making what a year now?
$5 to $7 million a year.
That's just unbelievable.
It is when you can't understand 99% of what he says.
And in some market, he must work. I mean, he must be huge in New York or somewhere. Iowa. I don't know.
Al Brumley was always a fan.
There's a lot of
He
people.
talked about Imus all the time. And Al was an intelligent guy.
I never got him. I never got Stern. I'm not a Stern fan.
What was it you wouldn't get about Stern?
He just wasn't my style. I didn't like the whole New York thing. I just didn't like the show. I never really enjoyed
There's a
the
bunch
show.
of people sitting around talking about innocuous crap. Aren't you getting some wave of deja vu?
No, it's like a really...
Not even somebody tapping you on the shoulder. Hey.
It's a totally different show than this one.
No, it's not.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's obviously a lot more successful, if that's what you're pounding on me about.
No, I'm not betting on that at all. I just did never get it. I got friends that swear by it and got Sirius Radio because of it. I have yet to turn it on Sirius Radio, and I own Sirius Radio.
I don't get how you couldn't.
I just don't like what they
glean
talk.
something from.
I don't like what they talk about. All they really ever do is talk about freaks and the chicks that run in and out there. That's what I hear. Maybe there's other stuff.
Well, that's
too.
all we're missing is chicks coming in and out.
Well, we do that too.
No, we don't. We turned into this queerapalooza.
Oh my God, we're not queerapalooza.
We've gone and done the opposite. He'll have porn stars and, people having sex in a studio.
Yeah.
And
We
have
have
a
sex
gay
in the
clock.
studio, but we're blowing each other. And we tried to get away from it, so we put a calendar on the wall, like in the accident-free zones, and says 12 gay-free days. And the problem is we can't get past 0.
Yeah, we need to lower our bar and go for hours.
We started that. We didn't get past an hour and a half.
But at least we got one.
You better get you a stopwatch. So you get this show,
Yes.
but you didn't get Stern.
Didn't get Stern.
A show yesterday where we killed time by letting this mechanical parrot talk.
Funny. It's funny when a parrot does dog noises.
You want to hear the compelling radio that is the mechanical parrot?
I would love to. What does it do? Polly want a cracker? Or?
No, it's got a synthesizer and it just repeats.
Okay, love to.
You serious?
I'm positive. Look at it. It's just waiting to do something.
All right. Where are you turning it on again?
Back in the bottom switch to talk or mix, one or the other.
Got it. Hello. And then I hit what on this remote?
Hit repeat if you want just to repeat after you.
All right.
And then you have to wait for it to go. Grrr.
I love you.
That ain't what I wanted.
Repeat after me.
Wait.
Hey, Krusty, ask you a question.
Hey, Krusty, ask you a question.
Most white people can't get into them.
Most white people can't get into them.
So you enjoying this?
Yeah. Do more.
All right. Gotta let it reset.
My God.
My God.
Oh, God, the shame.
call God the shame.
Oh, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy.
Everett, you retard, you gotta stop making noise.
Sorry.
Shut up.
It's funny.
Eric, you retarded. You gotta stop.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm retarded. What's wrong with you?
I'm retarded. What's wrong with you?
I like puppies.
I like puppies.
Why is that funny?
I don't know why. But I bought it, I played with it in the store, and I went, I must have this. I don't know why. It sits on my table at home, and people remind me, what does it do? And I show them. And then we do this for an hour. And we do this for an hour. It's really fun.
Retarded. I can do this for an hour.
Shut up.
How about a nut joke?
How about a nut joke?
Come on, let me taste your butt.
Come on, let me taste your butt.
That's B-I-T-C-H.
That's B-I-T-C-H.
Guys, he's high.
Let me do that one again.
That's B-I-T-C-H.
That's B-I-T-C-H.
You bored with it yet?
No. I'm surprised JD ever leaves the house.
You want that? No. Fuck that. Awesome. Repeat after me.
Cut that bitch off.
Cut that bitch off. Because I'm confused.
We will be making love all the time I'm there.
We will be making love all the time I'm there.
He wants her to do this bizarre sex act.
He wants her to do this bizarre.
Hell no.
Hell no!
You fucking nincomb fucking poop.
You fucking nincomb fucking poop.
How long before we need a break, Flo?
Minute.
All right.
How long before we need a break, Flo? Minute. All right.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm getting people that won't buy Skoal from me.
I get people that won't buy Skoal from me.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, goodbye.
Turn it on.
Where'd I get it from? Sorry, baby. Y'all fools don't know about how much all this pimping costs. Y'all fools don't know.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Y'all fools don't know.
Play at your own risk. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Ready, Daniel?
All set.
All right.
All right, traffic right now is brought to us by Redbox and also by Don Davis Auto. Just to remind you, there is the last Rangers regular season game going on right now against the Oakland A's. I think they shot themselves. And that game should be getting out right around the peak of rush hour, so if you're going through Arlington, keep that in mind. Other than that, just your regular stop-and-go heavy traffic situations. Fort Worth 35 both directions between 820 and I-30, stop and go. And, of course, Grand Prairie 360 southbound between Carrier and Division Street. You can expect heavy delays there for no good reason. There's First Check of Traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on The Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Daniel. Summer hanging on just a little bit for 70 for the low, near 90 actually all the way through the weekend. We have 88 currently, live 105.3.
What's the breaking news on Fox and CNN? All this shit. I haven't listened to the audio. They're just showing Obama.
Obama's basically having a press conference saying that he'd like to go ahead and go ahead with the debates on Friday. And
what happened to the debates?
McCain has suspended his campaign.
He give up?
No, to go back to Washington.
Palin get knocked up again?
No.
Can't keep a good cougar down.
Stop.
He said he thought it'd be in the best interest for them to go back to Washington and address the financial crisis we're in, and then postpone the debate for like a week. Obama saying, let's go ahead and have the debate.
He's saying now's the time to talk. Yeah. Now this is what's on everybody's mind. Let's get together and discuss it.
Why would you want to put it off a week?
Why don't you wait till your mic's on?
Sorry.
All right.
Why would you want to?
I heard you the first.
Fine.
Like something out of a Mel Brooks movie.
You crazy? This man's a... Yeah, of the two candidates, you think McCain would have stuck with this because he knows that's where he's going to shine is during the debates.
I think it's just right now he's saying it's more important for us to do our job that we're currently hold right now.
Oh, that's right. I forget they're still in office.
Yeah.
Well, then that would be prudent.
And I believe McCain sits on the Senate Finance Committee.
What does Obama do?
Nothing. Yeah, he chairs one committee, and I don't think they've met. The thing is, it says they haven't met. I don't know if that's true or not.
Do you know what he said?
No.
All right.
He sits on a committee that never got together. Yeah.
But isn't he in office for something?
Well, he's a senator, so yeah.
Okay, well then go Senate.
That's what McCain is saying. Obama's basically saying, yeah, but then we should have the debate on Friday. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see why they couldn't do their, Senate business tomorrow and Friday, and then Friday night they go and have their little debate.
Well, you have the debate and talk about this, and maybe you get information back and forth, and something happens.
Well, let's put it off.
Hang on, let me see what Obama's saying.
And so my attitude is that we need to be focused on solving the problem, as I've been over the last several days. But I think it is also important that we communicate to the American people where we need to go in getting us out of this situation. And
well, then that would mean going back to work.
Yeah, the work done in the Senate.
Still being paid as a senator.
Mm-hmm.
So, Senate.
I think he's trying to come around to is 40 days from now, however long we have an election, and by then we really need to know who he is. We need to lead the rest of the next 4 years.
Who's saying that?
That's what Obama, I believe, is trying to say. It's more important to get information out now about who you're going to vote for than it is for us to go back and spend one day talking about it in Washington. Nothing's going to be accomplished.
Yeah, nobody's going to do anything between now and November, right?
No, they've got to get the $700 billion bailout plan. They need to get it done and voted on one way or the other.
So they're not just going to sit around whacking off for the next month or so?
No.
Oh, all right. I figured right now everything was probably in flux.
No, they still have key votes. And chances
okay, so they'll do something.
We were going to do. What I've done is that I have
put Joe Biden to sleep.
Communicated with them. They have communicated with them. I think making sure
we explained to him about television when it came along.
The
Fireside chats
of a package.
Great Depression,
yes,
which is what I'm going through.
A bipartisan perspective, I think, could still serve an important purpose.
Just to get back to Jeff's question a little bit, when you heard the news that he suspended his campaign and that he might not go to the debate, were you shocked, and what was your reaction? And do you think that this is a political decision?
I think you should direct that to Senator McCain. I think that the conversation we had was cordial. I think we both agreed that
you can really have a strong argument on both sides. It plays out. Maybe McCain doesn't want to do the debates right now. Maybe he thinks he's not ready. Or maybe he really thinks we need to address what's going on in the country, especially since we're still being paid by him.
I think he wants to show that, what I'm doing, my current job is as important, if not more.
But it looks like he's backing away from the debate.
I guess. It depends on how you look at it and how you want to spin it. Kind of almost who you really want to believe.
You're still going to have 3 of them.
3 what?
Debates.
So they're not going to cancel it. They're just going to push it off.
Yeah, they never said cancel, just postpone.
No. Yes, John.
Hey, Russ, how are you? No, actually, the bad part is part of the spin. The debate that they've got scheduled is actually about foreign affairs, having nothing to do with the financial scenario going on. And one other nice point is all of Obama's top financial advisors, they work for Fannie Mae and they work for Lehman. So just listen to everything.
All right, thanks. What's that mean?
Well, truth be known, they're both McCain and Obama have.
What's it mean?
It means they have both have advisors that were involved in this financial meltdown.
They're in the middle of it.
So neither one of them wants to debate because it's going to come up.
Oh, they're okay with debating it. It's just one of McCain's advisors took money from was on the payroll of Freddie Mac, I believe.
Why? So which one is it? Is McCain bailing on the debates because they don't want to? He doesn't want to cover this, or what?
Well, what he said is correct. The debates Friday are supposed to be on foreign relations and foreign policy.
Well, then shift it. Turn it back to the national economics. I don't care that Obama has been coached for the past 3 days by all his advisors on how to answer all these questions.
Exactly it.
Well, they both have.
Switch it around.
Of course.
Well, what about the notion that maybe McCain simply wants to give the appearance of being concerned about the economy, given that he's slipping in the polls to Obama, and a lot of people say it's because of the hit that we're taking financially.
Well, that's just going to be a normal train of thought. You got somebody that's not that closely associated with Bush, but he's going to continue with a lot of his same policies. And you're going to have to do something just to back away from that.
This whole thing just makes my mind want to explode.
So I get what you're saying, Everett, is we're in a bad situation. McCain has already said he's going to continue some of the current administration's policies.
Right.
Maybe he wants to go back and point out this ain't going to be one of them.
Well, and to underscore the fact that, hey, even though I'm a Republican and even though the American people are blaming the Republicans largely for this economic downturn, I'm really concerned about it, so much so that I'm willing to suspend my campaign to focus on fixing this problem.
When exactly did all the lending book cooking start?
Well,
when they were approving loans, people had no collateral, didn't put anything down. Was it the Bush administration, or was that something Clinton set up?
It started with Clinton.
So you can't shove all this back on the Bush administration.
This is kind of like 9/11. Everyone really, when you break it all down, everyone has a piece of it.
Well, and Bush has always taken the high road as far as that goes. It happened on my watch. I'm not going to blame any previous administration. It happened while I was at the school, and I didn't want to get up.
But just I just go back to the fact that there's so many brilliant financial people, including Warren Buffett and all those people. How in the world didn't somebody step up and go, stop?
They don't control these companies. I mean, Warren Buffett, like today, he just bought part of, I want to say Goldman Sachs for $5 billion. Yeah, because is that a good sign? Yeah, it's a good sign. He's saying it's got to be a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, it's good for him. He's obviously going to make some cash on the deal.
He's one of the most conservative investors. Like, even during the whole .com deal, he wouldn't touch any of the .com stocks. He goes, if I don't understand it, I don't understand the business model, I'm not touching it. He is but that's why his stock, I think, trades at about $115,000 a share. And so he knows what he's doing. He's saying this is a good buy, which has made the market feel a little bit better today.
Well, I don't.
Are you hoping CBS stock is going to save you? I'd get a second job.
No, because every time I get the breakdown from my 401k and it shows you where all the different money's invested.
How you doing?
Yeah, the bastard stuck a lot of it in CBS and Viacom.
Of course. That's
every single time it comes in, it never shows a growth in my 401k. No. It always tells you where it went.
Well, of course, because that's what they have to give you.
I don't even have to open it. I just look at the envelope and I go, well, God.
I'm the same way. It was, I think, the last quarter when they sent you that quarterly report. Every one of my funds that I have money in for the 401k all went up until you got to the last part when it had the Viacom CBS stock. All that was negative.
And that's the one that takes you into the negative territory. Mm-hmm. Everything else showed growth. All the other companies, and for whatever dildo reason, they want to keep shoving money back into this company.
Because they have it. It's their company.
It's my 401k. It's my retirement. Stop squandering it.
Can't you reapportion?
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can, and I've been meaning to do that for a while.
Yeah, you can pick. In fact, most financial advisors tell you should revisit your 401k at least once a year and see how your various funds are performing and then reapportion.
Well, I got to get my money out of this dump.
You could probably, I do it online with mine. I mean, you could probably go online and fix it and take all of it out of this dog company.
This thing's in fuego.
Maybe it'll come back.
Huh?
Maybe it'll come back. Maybe they've all made all the mistakes they could possibly make. You made Katie Couric. You made David Lee Roth. You made, who's that other fellow? The Don Imus.
Don Imus.
They've got to be done. They've got to purge their system by now.
Huh?
Is there any more big screw-ups they can do? Don't you hit a bell curve? Is there a point of
all right, we're done.
I like your theory of a bell curve. Like if we suck long enough, eventually we'll come around to the positive.
Come back around to something, right? Come on.
That's not the way that
you throwing darts at a wall. You're bound to hit a bullseye once in a millennium.
You don't look at stocks and investments like that. We've screwed up. I don't know how many different times. We got to be done.
I'd love to ask Warren Buffett what he thinks of that business model.
There's no way we could go anywhere else with this.
Is there anything else we can do wrong?
They're still leaving Katie Couric on the air.
Yeah, they're going to eat that contract, too.
They could move her to mornings.
That's going to prove somebody wrong. There's the guy that put her in there. He can't do that.
They finally had to acquiesce with David Lee Roth.
That was just such a blatant I've never in my life seen ratings like that, ever, in radio.
Well, you knew that there was going to be a monumental drop right after Stern.
That was a vapor hole. That was not a drop.
There was a big drop when I took over for Stern back in the late 90s at the Eagle.
It was not at all.
Yeah, there was.
Well, very briefly, maybe. I don't even know. I didn't follow the ratings back then.
I did.
Well, and you immediately recovered. Did you ever go to zero?
No.
Okay. So you got something against up on David Lee.
What were you going to say, Trey?
I believe you may have dropped, but you immediately started to come back up. Problem with David Lee Roth is he dropped and then he kept dropping.
You went subterranean.
Yeah. I've never in my life seen. You're going to expect a few people to hang on. No one did. It was this big thing where it was slippery. Everybody fell off. Everybody.
Stern left. Roth came in. There wasn't nothing left but shadows of Japanese people.
Unbelievable.
All right.
I have another Biden mistake if you want to hear about it.
Hold on. McCain's on, what is that, CNN up there?
Yes.
Businesses will not have enough money to pay their employees. If we do not act,
I got a hot cougar
every corner of our country will be impacted. We cannot allow this to happen.
So what does Barack Obama do? He was quick to respond to John McCain.
Mm-hmm. With respect to the debates, it's my belief that this is exactly the time when the American people need to hear from the person who in approximately 40 days will...
When does Congress break for the fall?
I guess before Thanksgiving at some point.
Not sooner?
I don't think so.
If it is sooner, then I could see McCain's rush to get something done.
Everybody in there
put the debate on hold. Just give everybody some time, especially if Congress, because when they break, they don't come back.
This is you're talking about a bill that needs to be done in the next week.
Hold on. Yes, Bill.
Hey, Russ. That's what the Friday focus is on. Is they're supposed to break Friday for the rest of the year. So they're trying to get this. Yeah.
They're breaking September for the rest of the year.
Hang on a second. All right, thanks, Bill. What are you looking it up, Dan?
Yeah, let me find the legislative schedule.
Right.
For Congress?
September, October, November, December. They get 3 months off?
That's the Thanksgiving break. I'm sure that they went into Garden Ridge and saw all the decorations up.
We all...
I know what it is.
Almost missed it. What?
They have a campaign break starting Friday.
Oh, so they can all get reelected.
Yeah.
And how long does that last?
Till the election. So
November.
Yeah.
So they have to get... All right, so McCain's got a valid point now. Now's the time to get something done. If you've got to get this money appropriated, you got this week.
Yeah.
And then everybody's got to go back and run for their jobs again, which they don't need.
Who are you going to replace them with? That's going to be better. Well, you don't know. I mean, it could get worse. CBS.
All right. You ready to start news now? Sure. Oh, well, hang on. What was the other audio you had?
The audio clip is cut number 100. Matt Lauer had Barack Obama on the Today Show yesterday. And he basically tells Barack Obama that 3 minutes after McCain said he didn't support the bailout of AIG, Joe Biden said the same thing, even though Barack has said he's for it. So basically, it's like you guys get on the same page and don't try to play this political game.
Obama's for it?
That's what this says.
And Biden's against it?
Biden said he doesn't support it.
Got it.
John McCain said that on our program. Right. To me. Right. 3 minutes later, in an interview with Meredith Vieira, Joe Biden, you're...
Don't talk to him.
Joe Biden's back on television.
John McCain said that on our program. Right. To me. Right. 3 minutes later, in an interview with Meredith Vieira, Joe Biden, you're...
Oh, no. I hate that name. Just tell me he called me the N-word.
Get it over with. It's coming.
Running mate was asked the exact same question. Yeah. Should the federal government bail out AIG? And he said no.
Well,
the federal government should not bail out AIG.
And I think that in that situation, I think Joe should have waited as well.
But it's the kind of thing that...
Or Buzz will be shut up forever.
You got the interview with Katie Couric, the soundbite. She talks about a political ad that ran slamming John McCain, and Biden goes, I was totally against that. That was your campaign. What kind is that?
I don't think I pulled that one. That was on TV the other day when we saw it.
No, we actually played the clip, didn't we?
I don't think so. We played it because it was on TV. You recorded it.
Oh, all right. Okay.
But I just... It's almost every day that...
Let me hear Obama's response.
Situation, I think Joe should have waited as well.
But it's the kind of thing that drives people crazy about politics. Yeah. It sounds like you were trying to score some political points against John McCain using his words when your own running mate had used very similar words.
I done shot that horse!
I think that what drives people crazy about politics is the fact that somebody like John McCain, who for 26 years...
Not the question. You sidetracked us.
Watch him. And he does it so seamlessly in this one. He doesn't hum and haw. He goes right into his fix mode.
You go back into here's what McCain did. No. The question was, why is it you've got two people running for president and VP?
That's not what bothers people.
And you don't have the same opinion on really important things.
Very, very important and pressing right now.
That's the question. Why is it your running mate said something different?
You don't really understand what thing bothers people.
I think Joe should have waited as well.
But it's the kind of thing that drives people crazy about politics. It sounds like you were trying to score some political points against John McCain using his words when your own running mate had used very similar words.
Well, no, hold on a second. Matt, I think that what drives people crazy about politics is the fact that somebody like John McCain, who for 26 years has been an advocate for deregulation, for 26 years has said the market is king, and then who starts going out there suggesting that somehow he's a populist who's been railing against Wall Street and regulation. That's what drives people crazy.
Not the question. Not even close.
So you just bagged on McCain, Obama, meaning you just slammed your running mate.
Absolutely. Because if they're on the same page, then you're the odd man out at this point, Obama.
I want to hear the market crash statement from Biden again.
97.
Part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that he or she knows what they're talking about and communicates to people. If you listen to me and follow what I'm suggesting, we can fix this. When the stock market crashed, Franklin Roosevelt got on television and didn't just talk about the princes of greed. He said, look, here's what happened.
He went to the people. Hopped on the light rail.
No.
Spread the message. Got on the internet. Blog.
I don't think he did.
YouTube. YouTube chats. He was all over it. He was the one that started the internet fireside chats.
I don't think so. No. No television back then. That would have been great if she'd just come back and went, hey, Sparky.
We didn't have TV then.
Well, you know what I meant.
We have radio?
Well, yeah, we had radio.
All right, that's what he was on.
Television. And you said he was the president in 29, which he wasn't. You want to start this whole thing over?
Can we race? Race?
No.
Come on, we'll just both rub our hands in the air. Race. We'll go at it again.
I don't believe so.
All right. Are we done with Biden?
Yeah, for now.
All right.
Give it an hour.
We don't have time for news? Yeah. All right. FDR got on television. Calm the American public. We're going to have a George Foreman grill in every house. Light rails. Flying cars.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
CBS presents this program in color.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Why would... What was the noise? What?
Sorry, Buster.
You had 9 minutes to open that during the break.
I just got it.
You had to wait the instant the mics were on.
I'm trying to... I cut my fingernail.
Why don't you fire up a generator? Bring in a chainsaw to Buster. I forgot what I was talking to Everett about.
You're talking about the debate.
You think McCain feels he's not ready? And that's why he's pushing this off? Because really, the timeline, if that's accurate, if they got to get something done by Friday before Congress takes a break for whatever,
right?
Then something's got to get done now.
Well, if in fact that's the case, then, maybe McCain has a valid point. But I haven't really heard anybody say that in the media. I've heard Obama's for going forward with the debate. McCain doesn't want to go forward. He wants to suspend his campaign. But I haven't really heard anybody say, gee, if we actually have the debate, then all is lost. This economic measure will never pass, and we as a country are screwed.
All right, you can argue the Obama side. They could still pass this appropriations bill, this bailout, whatever it's called, without McCain.
True.
Why not?
It's going to be a tight vote. And this won't be a vote you can...
If the entire economy could fold if we don't make this appropriation of $700 billion, then why would that be a close vote?
Because you have, conservatives are always against federal intervention in the private market.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And
I don't.
What do you know about it?
I don't like bailouts. Bailouts means you screwed up. And it's like giving a kid, every time he blows it, you bail him out.
We know we blew it. There's no question. And you have...
Well, the kid also knows he blew it. And there were probably a lot of people that planned this collapse of the lending industry knowing that there was going to be a bailout.
Okay, what happens if we don't bail it out? What's the downside? Besides, don't tell me the collapse of the universe.
It very well could be. You're looking at the second Great Depression.
Are you overreacting?
I'm not overreacting. I see something y'all don't see, which is...
got him mad, and he sees something we don't see because we're stupid.
No.
Thank God
He
went to college longer than we did. Well, I got bad news for you. I went to college longer than you did. I just didn't finish.
I say that in that dealing in real estate.
I see something you people never see. I have to come in every day and tolerate the IQs in here. They're about at the level of bourbon. All right. Explain to us, college boy.
This has nothing to do with college or not. Dealing in real estate, I see what's going on with banks and lending in both commercial and residential real estate. They're not lending right now, especially commercial developments. They've told some of my commercial friends, go ahead and work on your golf game for the next 2 years because nothing's going to happen. They can't. They're losing financing. Banks are cutting them off. Our credit market is coming to a halt. If they do not bail these banks out to get money flowing again throughout the system, no business is going to get done.
Then why would anybody be against it? There's got to be a story against it.
Because you got people that don't like bailouts, like me. And the conservatives don't necessarily go in that route. But if the alternative is a collapse of our economy, I don't know, would it be devastating?
It depends who you ask. I think potentially, like I said, you're looking at the second Great Depression.
Because banks wouldn't be offering up credit the way that they have in the past.
If businesses can't get money, then businesses can't do business. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but that really...
No, you need money for that.
I mean,
okay, that's depressing.
And on the other flip side, other people like Obama are kind of against this bill because they want more of it to go to private individuals. They want taxpayers to get some relief too. So some of them want a bigger bill. Some of them want not all this money.
I'll tell you exactly why Obama wants, and I'll be done with this, why he wants the debate to go on Friday, because he can blame this on the the Bush administration, which is going to be an albatross hanging around McCain's neck.
That's true. And that's something.
And that's going to do nothing. That's going to do nothing but foster the need for change.
Sure. You're absolutely correct. And the thing is, the debates on Friday, unless I'm wrong, are not going to be about the economy.
I mean, they could agree to shift them. I mean, but they're not scheduled to be.
Okay.
Well, but if that's going to be a nice shot in the arm for your campaign and that air of change that you've been pushing since you started your campaign, what better way to do it? Look where we are. We can't stay this way. Something's got to change.
Well, and Obama did say I was watching it during the break, and he was talking about how, as JD said, this is the time when America would most want to hear from the two presidential candidates, which would seem to suggest that he would be broaching the topic of economic policy.
Well, they'd have to.
Sure.
Well, no, he didn't say. He just said it's time to hear from the candidates. He didn't say they'd be talking about this. It's a nice spin, but how about he go do his job? That's first and foremost.
Why don't you go sit with Biden and make sure that you guys are on the same campaign? And why don't you get Biden a weekly reader so you can keep track of what happened in the past?
Part of what a leader does is to instill confidence, is demonstrate that he or she knows what they're talking about and communicates to people. If you listen to me and follow what I'm suggesting, we can fix this. When the stock market crashed, Franklin Roosevelt got on television.
Joe. First hit his speed dial. You gotta pick this country back up.
Yeah.
Look what happened after World War II when the Japs sacked Pearl Bailey. And then you had President Truman Capote turned around and dropped a bomb on Pat Morita. I ain't going when Kristen shot JR. I can't even live past. This country's had its own struggles. Look back when Abraham Zapruder was president of the Civil War. We declared war on the Germans in Stalag 13.
We'll take a break.
I'm a lot closer than Biden was.
We can fix this. When the stock market crashed, Franklin Roosevelt got on television.
Not president, didn't have no TV. But you probably got a point at the end of this.
And didn't just talk about the princes of greed. He said, look, here's what happened.
We all invested in the Chia Pet market.
Collapse. Pet rocks, that saved our lives. Somebody sent an email that said the theory is that Biden is going to keep making these verbal mistakes, then in shame will apologize profusely and back out of the nomination.
Did you bring that up on the air or off the air?
On the air.
And Obama can pick Hillary. Okay, you already said that on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, they want, basically, the theory is they want.
Well, then maybe they're giving Biden notes. Take this stuff out and read it.
This is what happened. Really trust us.
Right. Oh, no, it's Abraham Zapruder.
He was Zapruder?
Yeah.
You sure?
He's the one that freed the colors.
I don't remember this.
And also declared war on Germany.
I should read it just off this card.
Exactly. And JFK was shot by a grassy troll. Now get on the road.
That's the beauty of it. I don't think they have to give him notes. They're just letting him do interviews because they know he's going to stick his foot in his mouth.
Yeah.
Go talk to whoever you want. Go talk to TMZ. We don't care.
All right. So the idea is, well, why not just throw Hillary in the first place?
Because the theory is, and this is conspiracy theory, but let Biden do the debate with Palin. Let him take the hit if he comes off like an ass. They know Hillary in a debate is going to come off like one of those, so they're saying
like a C word.
Yeah.
All right.
Get past that, then she didn't have to do a debate, but then you've got the Clinton name on the ticket. Biden steps down, says I'm sorry.
He takes all the heat, and then she actually steps in and wins the thing.
Uh-huh.
Well, Biden's even said in quotes before, Hillary would have made a better choice than me anyway.
Wait a minute, that was on the other card. I wasn't supposed to read that yet. Oh, that's for next week.
Is there any precedent for that? Anybody know? Has anybody ever selected a running mate only to boot him before the election?
Not that I know of.
I can't see a reason why you couldn't. Obama selected Biden select anybody you want.
Yeah, I just wonder if that had ever occurred before. I mean, it just seems pretty far-fetched.
Oh, I agree with you. I mean, it's just one of those conspiracy theories out there, but it's starting to, the more Biden talks.
That makes the most sense. So otherwise, why would you have Biden out anywhere? You have him in a little dog carrier, and you let him out on the 5th, or whenever the elections are.
Well, again,
to let him continue to talk, unscripted, untethered, isn't going to be the best for your Democratic Party.
It's not just little things either, like getting the wrong president and a TV thing. It's, a major issue in the party.
The bailout.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal right now.
You ready to go with news, Dan?
Sure.
All right. Alfie, do I want to take any of those?
The guy on line 2 has sort of a similar thing with the conspiracies.
All right. Yes, Randall.
What's going on, Sag Tank?
I don't believe I like that nickname.
I don't believe I like it either. What was that?
What did he say?
Sag Taint.
Oh. Brandon best stuff.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Why?
It's funny.
I forgot about that.
You having a saggy taint?
I had gotten past that stigma. That between my a-hole and my balls, I got that area that needs to be lifted. I'd forgotten about it.
Well, apparently the listeners have not.
Well, I forgot I had it.
Well, that's your nickname. Don't quit reaching around and feeling for it. You don't.
I totally spaced that.
Oh my God!
Do you need a taint lift?
Yeah, because right between my ball sack and my a-hole, it feels like a porpoise fin.
How did we go from the bailout of crisis in this country to your taint in 30 seconds?
You get one and see how people react to you.
No one knows it but you. You told them. You gave it. Well, we gave you the name, but.
Which line was he on? 2? What do you want, Randall?
All right, man. With everything that Biden is saying, it's almost sounding like he's against Obama. What if he is getting paid off?
By the Republicans?
Correct.
No,
yeah.
by Hillary.
Doesn't make any difference. Just that's a valid.
You know what? I didn't think about that, but maybe from Hillary. That's a possibility as well.
All right. Thanks for bringing up my affliction, hater.
He never known. Good.
What?
He even said in that speech where he said Clinton would make Biden, where he said Clinton might make a better VP. He started out, and she was one of my closest and dearest friends. Now that'd be funny if she's paying him to sink the election so she can run in 2012.
Oh my God,
that's a great theory.
He looks over at her and winks out in the audience.
It's a better twist than actually having Biden drop out.
Oh yeah,
and I guess it would explain how. You would think, how can Biden be so stupid as to look at a man in a wheelchair and tell him to stand up?
Did you keep that one, John?
That's mine.
All right. Where is it?
It's in Daily. It's either in the Biden folder or Daily Audio.
Oh, let me look in the Biden files. Let's see.
Did you say that Fox is doing a compilation montage things of all the Biden mistakes?
Yeah, they did.
They already run it?
Yeah, they ran it last night.
Oh, that's too bad I missed it. Let's see if this is it.
Real story.
Yeah, this one's worth listening to.
Yes, always.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American.
This is really where it all started.
That's the first time we knew even of his name, or you and I.
Yeah. Who was articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man.
Nothing you would expect from that community.
Stop. Please stop.
Well spoken, understand everything he says. You can stand a foot away from him. You don't go, Chewy.
We talked to you backstage.
Oh.
African American? Yeah. Who was articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy.
An absolute slam, not just on anybody that had tried to run for president before, anybody African American. Haven't we done enough?
We found one.
What was this? Oh, that's a slate state. I don't want to hear that one again.
That's in the Daily Audio phone.
Under?
Biden.
Stand-up cripple guy?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where he introduces one of his buddies at one of the on the campaign trail.
Like somebody he knows has the...
Yeah. He goes, blah, blah, blah's here. Over there in his wheelchair. It's your cripple ass up. Stand up. You've been setting for 20 years.
Yeah, come on. When was the last time you tried it?
Stretch them bitches out.
Chuck Graham, state senator's here. Chuck, stand up, Chuck. Chuck Graham, state senator's here. Chuck, stand up, Chuck. Let him see you. Oh, God love you.
Oh, I forgot. You got no legs. God, I walk around all day. I just get used to mine. I forgot some people don't have them. No offense.
None taken.
Chuck Graham, state senator's here. Chuck, stand up, Chuck. Let him see you. Oh, God love you. What am I talking about? I tell you what, you're making everybody else stand up, though, pal. Thank you very, very much.
I don't want to appear dumber than I am. Which president was in a wheelchair?
I think FDR.
Yeah. I remember when FDR stood up that time. Ran around.
He used to do the fireside dances
on TV. High def.
I do.
Oh, pal, thank you very, very much. I tell you what, stand up for Chuck.
Show him what he can't do.
Thank you, pal.
Show him what legs are supposed to do. That's the way they work.
You can tell I'm new.
Look at all these normal people.
Come on, Chuck, give her a shot. Out at the crowd. Was the other Biden one recently? Get the stand-up triple guy.
Just looking for it.
I don't see it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they start to blur.
Yeah, they do.
I don't see it. Okay. What was that? Is it line 3 about Trey? All right. How we doing, Chloe?
3 and 4.
Yes, Josh.
Yeah, say, get up your retarded ass. Anyway, what I was saying is Trey's an idiot when it comes to politics because he's a Republican. Correct?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so anyway, what he was saying is really important because it's the most...
Great. What do you want, Alfie?
Dynamic.
He's saying that he doesn't agree with Trey, really.
I got that.
He's saying that Trey's brilliant right now as far as what he's talking about.
Why?
Because Trey sees things that we don't.
Was it a slam?
No, he's being serious that this is something that Trey is dead on about.
Normally this guy disagrees with him, but here he says Trey's dead on.
But he's not saying why.
We never got that far.
I wasn't that fascinated. All right, Dan, let's try news again.
Okay.
438. Dan O'Malley's here with things.
Thank you, Russ. Today is, of course, Wednesday, September 24th, 2008. Birthdays today. Stephanie McMahon turns 32. She, of course, the WWE $1 billion princess. Missy, porn star, turns 41. She starred in over 428 films, including Anal Jeopardy, Anal Inquisition, Florence Rump, and Russ's favorite, Say Aloha to My Ahola.
You've never seen it. Don't even say it's a classic.
All right.
Don't have any of those.
Cinematography.
Porn.
Pinnacle.
Oh, my God. Cinematography.
Just because it's got pornography in it doesn't mean that there can't be some type of artistic value.
When was the last time you saw any porn with artistic value of any kind?
They always hold my interest.
So do the cartoons on TV. That doesn't mean they're artistic.
They do an angle?
Stop.
Okay.
Say aloha to my...
God. That makes me sad. Unless they meant aloha, hello.
I think it was hello.
Oh, all right.
Also celebrating birthdays today, Nia Vardolis turns 46. She was, of course, the writer and star of My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Audra Lindley, Mrs. Roper on Three's Company. Today was her birthday, but she's dead. Jim Henson also dead.
No cake for you.
It was his birthday today. Linda McCartney, again, deceased, but her birthday was today. And Phil Hartman, his birthday was today, along with Jim McKay. He would have been 87 today.
Man. What is today? September 24th. What a good day for babies.
I want to go look up other celebrities that were born on this day. Put them on my Deadpool.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
President Bush is thinking of giving a speech to the nation on the ailing economy amid unrelenting congressional criticism of a $700 billion bailout plan and the Federal Reserve Chairman's warning that economic growth hangs on it.
Actually, I broke during the last break that he is going to do that tonight.
Who is Bush?
Bush is going to actually talk tonight at 8 o'clock our time.
Yeah, we're saved.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt, Dan.
Well, that should be interesting to say the least. The FBI is investigating 4 major U.S. financial institutions whose collapse helped trigger a $700 billion bailout plan.
Nick of time. They're going to investigate it. Just as the smoldering stops.
Let's waste cash figuring out how this happened.
We'll take
Why don't we handle the bailout first, and then we'll go get the fellers that caused this?
Isn't the FBI supposed to be occasionally proactive? It's a smoking hole at this point. Am I close?
No.
Yeah, it is a smoking hole.
Oh, it's a smoking hole, but here's the problem: is no one could see the smoke. I mean, no one saw it. Until
you get
these
one
companies,
compliment, and you're going to get cocky on us now.
Well, no, I mean, until these companies just started to implode, no one knew their books were just so askew.
They knew, lenders and institutions knew that they had unsecured loans, and they had an assload of those floating out.
They were secured, but the problem is,
you had people buying homes that didn't put any money down, that were doing 100% financing, that really probably couldn't have passed credit checks. To me, that's an unsecured loan. Well, you got nothing to lose if the house goes belly up.
But the security was supposed to be the property itself. No one counted on, especially other markets like Phoenix, Las Vegas, San Diego, where you've had property values go down 30%.
Mm-hmm.
That's where some of these banks have absolutely just taken a huge hit. But, technically they were secured. They had collateral. It was a home.
Yeah, the idea was to refinance the balloon portion of the mortgage, right? So that
it goes back to what JD's brought up for the past couple of weeks is there had to be people in the industry that said, we see this coming. There's no way you can continue in this mode and not have something collapse. And nobody said that.
Not that I heard.
They were clearing out loans as quickly as they could get people in and out of banks. No cash, no credit.
Mm-hmm.
No issue.
Keys, see you, bye.
Especially when you're doing interest-only notes and 100% financing, just as a buyer, you're probably going to lose this house at one point or another, but you got something to live in.
Back in 29, we didn't have computer models and the kind of projections that we have now. I just think somebody would have stood up and gone to Congress or something and said, hey, this is ridiculous.
There have been a couple times they tried to go back and revisit the house.
Well, they tried, but they didn't.
Very true.
They waited for things to collapse, and now we all got to eat it. And Obama wants to have a debate anyway. Tell us why we screwed up. I don't want that $700 billion buyout. That's going to piss me off every day that they take taxes out of my check. Because I know they screwed up before, and they're on a roll.
It's the same people.
It's better than the alternative.
Of what?
Don't do the bailout? I mean,
people got to learn lessons, and you can't do it unless somebody gets a whipping. That's the way you do kids. But swat them on the ass.
But that whipping will hurt us all.
Yeah, you don't shoot them in the head and throw them out in the backyard.
I didn't say that. I said there has to be a stop to the bailouts.
Well, but if we don't, I think Trey's
whether
right.
It's AIG or any of the other companies, you're telling these people it's all right that you screwed up.
Do it again.
We're fine.
Greed wins,
and that's the moral.
But the trickle down effect is
I don't care about the trickle down effect.
When this place can't get an advertiser and there's no radio station, then you will.
I got a contract for the next 3 years. They can watch my saggy taint flap in the breeze. I'll go hang out at the airport so the planes can watch for wind shear.
I like to watch that.
All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
right, Daniel, what do you got?
All right, traffic right now is brought to us by Redbox and also brought to us by Geico. Right now in Grapevine, 121 northbound at 360, there's an accident. It's blocking the left lane, but right now it's really not causing too bad of a delay, so just be aware of it. And in Fort Worth, 35 southbound at Northside Drive, there's a disabled vehicle blocking the center lane. Apparently they couldn't get over to the shoulder, so that's making the 35 southbound traffic already worse. And, of course, the Rangers were playing the Oakland Athletics this afternoon. That game ended just about half an hour ago, last game of the season, so the traffic is starting to peel out from the ballpark. But in case you're curious, the Rangers beat the snot out of Oakland 14-4, even though they still finish under 500 in soccer. Anyway, this is your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Daniel. 70 for the low tonight, going to be near 90 or above, actually, all the way through the weekend. We are at 89 now at Live 105.3.
Everett was Trey or JD told me that because you work during some of the Ranger games, you DVR it, and you go home and watch it later.
Absolutely.
And you won't let anybody give you the score.
It's glorious. No, absolutely not. Ruins it. Ruins the drama. The suspense is gone if I know how it ends up.
Who's playing?
What do you mean? When the Rangers play?
Yeah.
Well, just...
That's all you need to know.
Well, no, you don't. You need to know...
Where's the drama?
Well, you don't know what the final score is going to be for one thing.
No, you don't, but you know who ain't going to win.
Well, not always.
Yes.
They win occasionally.
Suspense.
It's very, very suspenseful. You don't know. I mean, look, they could come back. It doesn't matter how many runs they're down in the ninth inning. They always have a chance to come back. Got a lot of great hitters. Anything can happen.
You've got, about a 55% chance you know they're going to lose.
Well, 45% chance they're going to win. That's 4.5 times out of 10. That's pretty good odds.
Where'd you come up with 45% they could win?
Well, that's what Trey said. That's about their winning percentage this year.
Is that about right?
Yeah, they're about, I don't know.
They're under 500, so that's...
But not by much, just by a few games. They play 162 games in a season, thank God. So, I think they won, 70-some-odd games
and
this year.
Did you watch the entire game?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? You can't just watch part of a baseball game. You got to watch the whole thing to appreciate the full majesty of it.
No, you really don't.
No, you do. Otherwise, you don't get a feel for the game.
Explain to me again the magic and the subtlety of baseball and what keeps you hanging on.
Well, first of all, you have to look at who's pitching as opposed to who's batting, because if you have a right-handed pitcher against a left-handed batter, that's a good matchup for the batter. Also, if you're a left-handed hitter, you make it to first base more quickly because you're already swinging toward that direction and inertia carries you toward first as opposed to a right-handed hitter. But, if you have a left-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher.
A fool.
Oh, and we're just talking about the batters. Now here's the thing. If there's nobody on first base and you've got somebody at the plate, then the players can stay in their usual positions. The second baseman can stay between first and second, and the first baseman can play a little bit off first. But if there's somebody on first, that leaves a big hole in the first base.
Although Democratic vice presidential candidate Joe Biden routinely mocks his Republican counterpart, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, for her one-time support of the infamous Bridge to Nowhere, Biden and his running mate voted to keep the project alive twice.
Don't let him talk at that no more.
Okay.
Both Biden and Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama voted to kill a Senate amendment that would have diverted federal funding for the bridge to repair a Louisiana span badly damaged by Hurricane Katrina. This, according to Senate records. And both.
I don't know what this is, but I don't care.
Okay. It's a long story. In the blistering speech before the United Nations General Assembly, Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad blamed a few bullying powers for creating the world's problems and said the American empire in the world is reaching the end of its road.
Lord.
Gas?
What about it?
We're running short.
Yeah, surprise me with that one.
Okay. Over the next...
Audio, by the way, number 98.
Over the next...
All our refineries, we're going to be back online in a week or two. What does the story say?
Over the next couple of weeks, you may see bags over gasoline pumps here in North Texas. Supplies are tight because Hurricane Ike cut refining capacity along the coast, so now some station owners are having trouble getting their gasoline.
Well, let's make a run.
Well, according to AAA's Jim Irvin, drivers should not rush out to fill up as a result of the shortages.
You make a run.
Cut number 98. This is the guy.
If there's going to be a shortage,
you don't make a run. That's what they did in. Why specifically was Atlanta hurt so much?
I don't care.
They couldn't find gas anywhere.
The point is, they can't tell you that we're going to be in short supply and expect everybody just to sit around and wait for it to rebuild. Well, you make a run.
And that causes everybody else to shut down. That's what happened when the hurricane was coming in. Gas shot all the way up. We're out of regular. Sorry. I bet you ain't.
They obviously would be out of regular first. Nobody goes in.
They just covered up the pumps, and we had to buy the more expensive stuff.
God, get over it.
That's the truth.
And where do you come up with that?
That's just, why wouldn't you?
Because that would be the first thing. You saw people lining up at the gas stations before I could even made landfall on the Texas coast. They were all pumping all the regular. Nobody goes in there and stocks up on premium.
Because I covered up the pump on regular. Now you got to buy premium. I'm going to make more money, and it's going to be over in 24 hours. The next day,
obviously, it's not over in 24 hours. Well, now they're saying that the refineries aren't going to be back online.
That's short term. The short term, it was over the next day. They had a pumper back in there. Gas prices went back down. Long term, I don't know why.
Gas prices haven't gone back. They recently, over the past week, but then they started to. Didn't they start to edge back up?
Yeah, I filled up the other day, 20 cents more than what I paid, I don't know, a week ago, if that.
I just know all they had, everything covered up at the premium pumps.
That's all that was left. Why is it you can't?
Because if I owned a gas station, that's exactly what I would do. That's all that's left. Sorry, you got to buy it.
There was a run on gas. The cheapest goes first.
I got this handle tray.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I never saw a lineup. Did you? I never saw a lineup.
Yeah, I had to wait. First station I went to, they were already out of regular. I drove a block and a half down the street. I got regular.
They just had the pumps covered. They were just...
Then go and get it someplace else. That's what I did.
Well, I figured it was going to be the same situation anywhere, so I went and filled up in premium. That was not cheap.
What does the story say? That's why nobody buys it first.
This had the audio. This was AAA's...
Hurricane's coming! Give me the high octane!
Oh, get out of here fast.
Fill it up with Ethel! What's the cut?
Jim Irvin
98.
saying drivers should not rush out to fill up as a result of shortages.
When we do this is called panic buying, and that will definitely deplete our gasoline supply a lot faster than if we go ahead and drive sensible and only buy when we need to.
And the refineries are expected to be back up and running at full capacity over the next couple of weeks.
Well, Jim, I need to. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow.
The people are going to do it nonstop just over the speculation that gas is going to go up. If you're telling me we got shortages coming, I'm going to get gas every day because you don't want to sit in line and watch the price go up while you're parked.
I'm going to fill up everything.
And how the hell does gas go up while it's sitting in the ground?
Because it's not based on what's in the ground. It's based on what it's going to cost
they
them.
They bought that gas that's already in the ground. They already paid for that.
But it's priced on what the next load's going to cost them.
Then pay more when you get the new stuff.
Well, they want to have...
Because we're going to eat that anyway.
But the money they're taking in on that, they want stuff that's in the ground.
How about when gasoline drops, I don't get a refund, even though they know, hey, speculators are saying at a certain point, gasoline prices are going to drop. How come that gas in the ground don't drop in the tanks?
Well, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. And that's the only reason they put the bags over the regular pumps.
When gas goes down, I mean, it's costing them less to buy the next load. So they're
all thinking about our welfare. Well, gas is going to come down. There's no reason for us to leave prices where they are.
Fair. That's us. That's what we think. Fair and even.
I mean, it's gas stations. I mean, they have to compete against whoever's across the street or around the corner.
They're all dicks.
That's just the way it is. I mean,
I don't like your view on the economy. Were you done with the gas story now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Former Judge Donald Thompson was accused of using a penis pump while presiding over trials and convicted in June of 2006 on 4 counts.
Why were they convicting?
Well, hang on. He was convicted in June of 2006 on 4 counts of indecent exposure.
How'd they see him do it?
They heard it. Remember, we talked about this story when it first happened. Yeah. He was back behind the jury thing.
Jurors witnessed it.
Yeah, jurors witnessed it, and they hear the noise.
While he's running around with the penis pump on.
While a jury is in the courtroom in the middle of a trial. Mm-hmm. They could hear the booga-da-booga-da-booga-da-booga-da-booga.
That was that kind of pump like I have, like a sucker pump?
How's it go again?
Booga-da-booga-da-booga-da-booga-da.
It couldn't be.
Sounds like a big penis pump.
Well, he's a judge.
Okay.
The Oklahoma Supreme Court on Tuesday disbarred him because he was convicted of the indecent exposure for using the sexual device.
Did he have the pump on?
Yes.
Well, then his penis isn't exposed.
Well, they still didn't like it.
They didn't like the booga noise?
No, not at all. The fact that he was doing it in the middle of a trial, I think, was deemed to be a bit unseemly.
It couldn't be the same penis pump like I have. It has to be the manual kind. Because it'd be ridiculous to make that kind of noise. We've heard the noise mine makes. It's too loud to have in a courtroom.
Well, maybe he muffled it. He muffled it with his robe.
A penis muffler?
Yeah.
Dan.
Next story. An Okeechobee County man who lost his arm to an alligator will receive a new highly advanced prosthetic limb on a national television program. 19-year-old Casey Edwards, of course, tussled with an 11.5-foot gator in June during an early morning swim in the Nubbin-Slough Canal in the county. The gator chomped off a portion of his
So they're going to give him
arm.
a brand new, state-of-the-art, high-tech arm.
Yeah.
A TV show.
Yep. And because of the media...
And you can't do that for the military who comes back as amputees.
No, because this is a TV show. They got a hold of it. And the TV
somebody that actually went overseas in conditions that nobody wants to be in to defend us.
Yeah.
We're not going to give them limbs. We're going to give this kid one because he decided to wrestle with an alligator.
Just go swimming with the alligators.
Give him a kangaroo arm.
I'd watch that show. Edwards was chosen to appear on an episode of a TV program.
A lot easier to shoplift.
Stop it. No.
Sure. You just walk by the shelf like this.
Just whatever's on that level.
Yeah, whatever you can reach. Nobody's paying attention.
Called The Doctors. On the show, he will get a new prosthetic limb that mimics the true movement and accuracy of the human hand. Clowns.
They shouldn't. What?
Clowns?
Well, Gavin's not here, so this is...
Well, then this is actually something we could get for him.
And where is Gavin?
Gavin is taking today and tomorrow off, at least those 2 days. He's getting ready for the Stars preseason game tomorrow night.
Huh?
Is he starting?
I don't think so. No, but he said he's
Why did he
ready.
take 2 days off to get ready for the Stars game?
That's what he told me. He says, I won't be here tomorrow or Thursday. I said, are there meetings? He goes, no, well, kind of, sort of, but nothing to do with the radio station. I said, where are you going? He goes, Stars game. Preseason. Opens up. Got to be ready.
Why is he taking off?
He just wanted to be ready. I don't know. Stretch.
And you know damn well, if I call and I ask him, why are you taking off? He's going to tell me, I never take vacation. And he tells me that every time he's off.
Because you ask when he's off. Oh,
Cash.
Don't bother him.
Anybody?
No.
Stars play when?
Tomorrow night. You may not catch him because he was at the Rangers game today.
Well, I'll be done.
Hi, I can't come to the phone right now. If you leave your name and number, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
To page this person, press 5 now.
Oh, hell yeah.
You've pressed an incorrect key.
Well, you're a gash. Go ahead, Dan.
All right, so something to keep in mind for Gavin. Clowns. Make that 21 naked clowns are coming to haunt your dreams. Graduates of San Francisco's Clown Conservatory class of 2008 have stripped down to their birthday suits to make a 2009 naked clown calendar. They're photos of clowns tumbling through the air, performing songs in the park, or flying out of cannons with pies and top hats, hiding the naughty bits.
Musicals?
No. It's no musicals. It's just a calendar of naked clowns. Like you've never heard of that before.
Like musicals.
Sales of the calendar will help raise money for the Judy Finelli Fund, a nonprofit organization set up through the Circus Center. The fund works with the MS Foundation of Florida.
Who's Judy Finelli?
I don't know. But it's through multiple sclerosis. It also will provide scholarships to people with MS who...
They got clowns showing their peckers to help cripple kids?
Yeah, yes. Get better.
All right.
The funds also will provide scholarships to people with multiple sclerosis who want to do the circus arts.
Well, that'd be good.
Are you telling me there's a clown college?
Yeah, Clown Conservatory. San
They've
Francisco.
always had clown colleges.
Really?
I just didn't know they had them for cripples.
Yeah. They have them, actually, when the Barnum and Bailey Circus comes through. Didn't we do a story on that on TV show?
I don't know.
Yes, we did. We did a story with the clowns and the clown college.
I said there's always been a clown college, but why are they setting up scholarships for people who can't walk?
Because maybe they want to do the clown thing as much as they can.
Unhappy, the crippled clown?
No. Possibly happy that I'm available to get out and do.
Love being in a wheelchair.
Here's some seltzer water.
16 clowns just got out of one wheelchair.
All right. That's enough.
Who's on the hotline?
Gavin Spittle.
Where are you?
On vacation?
Why?
Because that's what employees do. They take vacation.
You seem to take a lot.
Yeah, right. I'm not even taking my full amount this year.
Every time I ask you where you are, you always tell me you never take vacation. And you're always gone when you tell me that.
I am not. No. You know, sometimes when I leave the office, I have other things to do.
Go home?
For instance, in October,
go to the Ranger. You go to the Rangers game?
I did. It was awesome.
Okay. And you're taking off a couple of days because the Stars start playing tomorrow night?
Yeah.
And you're starting?
Well, no, but it was preseason.
So why do you got to take a couple of days off?
Because I need to be ready.
To do what?
Because I've been, like, you know, they have training camp and I do my own thing.
You better come back to work.
I'm not coming back to work.
I'm going to turn your office into a clown training center.
No. I'm enjoying some nice rest. I'm getting ready for the game tomorrow night. I'm excited.
All right. Well, then I got plans for your office.
Why?
Enjoy your break. Go ahead, Dan.
After months of high-pitched battles with Republicans over the issue of offshore drilling, House Democrats have given in and decided to allow a 26-year ban on drilling to expire at the end of the month.
That doesn't mean the states are going to allow it. You still got California and Florida?
Mm-hmm. So the states can still determine that we're not going to do this, even though this is expired.
Within a certain area off their coastline, and then I think after that, some of it becomes federal.
So they could go, what do we declare, a couple 100 miles? Or do we extend that all the way to the other side of the planet? Because at one point, wasn't it 50 miles off the coast? And then we bumped it up to 100 because...
I believe that's the case. International water starts at 100, I believe.
I think federal is between 50 and 100, and maybe states control coast to 50.
So they could go outside that.
Mm-hmm.
Set them up.
And they should, and they will, if McCain gets in. So far, that's the guy that's going to do the drilling. Yes? Am I still on the right page?
Yes.
Unless you ask Biden. He's going to go off in a different direction.
So when does this run out, Dan?
If it goes through, it would lift the ban on October 1st. And Republicans on Capitol Hill, of course.
Well, then McCain's not going to have anything to do with this. Nobody's in office yet. No.
But I'm just saying when he gets in. When he finally gets in, what's he going to do? And he's been the one always saying, I'm going to drill here, I'm going to drill now.
Palin said the same thing. She's always been a proponent of offshore and
Alaska.
And inshore drilling.
No, mostly offshore.
5.
I understand. 5 children.
A West Virginia man is...
One of them got it. Never mind.
Never mind. They're all lovely children.
A West Virginia man is suing a Frederick County, Maryland doctor for allegedly stapling his rectum shut during an operation, preventing the patient...
What did he do?
He had surgery, and it prevented the patient from defecating for 17 days. The mistake allegedly took place when...
All right, stop. How do you not get up, you leave surgery and go, dude, and that'd really be the end of it.
If I got to bend over and show you this...
and why did he let it go 17 days?
I think there was some swelling and he wasn't sure, but he found out he believes it was actually stapled shut.
Yeah, he went in for surgery for a rectal tumor. Dr. Manuel Casiano's lawyer said the man's bowels merely became swollen shut, so he's denying that he stapled it. The defense said Watkins, smoking 2 packs a day, contributed to his bowel problem. So you got one guy saying the doctor stapled my butt shut, and the doctor saying, nuh-uh.
There's no way you could survive 17 days without defecating. I've almost tried.
Why?
Well, because I was obstructed with my Crohn's disease. I was obstructed for about 4 days, and trust me, you couldn't make 17.
On an all-liquid diet, would you stop?
No, because what they do is they stick an NG, what's called a nasal gastric tube.
Dan!
PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, has asked Ben & Jerry's to change the way it makes ice cream. The animal rights group sent the Vermont-based ice cream company a letter asking it to start using human breast milk instead of cow's milk.
Right on.
What? It's absurd.
It's hot.
It's not hot. You've never tried it. It's nasty.
You guys have tried it in here before.
Yeah, well, they told me it was breast milk. They substituted it with something else.
Oh.
They're going to take it through the same process, pasteurization, separating the cream.
First of all, it's absurd. Again, Pete out being ridiculous. How are you going to get enough women lactating that don't want to give it to their babies to make ice cream?
Think of the ancillary money that you can make off the tours.
You just have like 500 women in a room all hooked up to machines.
And nobody's going to want to go to, where's Bluebell? Brenham, Texas. You're going to want to go see the Ben & Jerry's Teat Fest.
You're not going to find that many women that want to go do this and get hooked up and sucked all day.
For cash, they would.
No, they wouldn't. Enough to make any ice cream. Come on.
Obviously, it's going to take a lot.
For cash, I'd put my teats in one of those just to see what happens.
And you guys there'd be guys paying to harvest it. You wouldn't need machines.
Please, this is absurd. It's absurd for Pete to even say this.
And think of all the different flavor variations you'd come up with.
What could you possibly come up with?
I don't know. I just said think about
there
it.
There aren't any.
You got one, Dan? Let me turn the mics off. Well, that would depend on your livestock.
God Don't.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. It's like no other show on the radio. The Russ Martin Show.
CBS presents this program in color.
I think that would be gross.
First of all, have you ever tasted it? Have you ever seen a breast in a breast pump? It's really not attractive.
I don't think cow milk is that tasty coming straight out of the udder.
I don't know. Never had it out of the udder, but I know breast milk, human breast milk, is nasty.
How do you know?
I've had it.
Why?
Because I had a pregnant wife, and you want to taste it. See what it's going to be like. If before the baby gets there, I'm not stealing from the baby. She starts lactating before the baby's around.
Hell yeah.
But a breast in a breast pump is not attractive. Even a hot breast is not. It's squeezed and pushed and pulled.
You take all the ugly chicks, you stick them in the back, you get a bunch of dancers, put them up front, be your showcase. Then you have them on the breast pumps and look like that's where all the honey's coming from.
That's not good looking. It's not attractive. If it's a real pump, it squeezes it and makes the breast all pointy. It's awful. And no woman is going to want to do that. Sit around and have her breast milk pumped out. It's only good while she's lactating. So it's not like it's a career.
I'm so hot.
Oh, God. It's so gross. Get one chick up here that's lactating, taste it, and you'll be over it.
Well, you could say the same for a cow. I mean, the milk from a cow gets processed to get to where before you ingest it. Same could be done for breast milk.
Why was it that PETA wanted Ben & Jerry's to stop using cows and use women?
In the rest of the story there.
Well, yeah, it's basically because
cow's milk has been linked to juvenile diabetes, allergies, constipation, obesity, and prostate and ovarian cancer. So we're going to solve all that. We'll just use human milk.
Well, we've had children sucking off teats since teats.
Oh, yeah.
So who cares if you...
They're saying cow's milk can do all that, and they say human milk is natural for us. We're not meant to ingest cow's milk. We are meant to ingest human milk. So make all your ice cream out of human milk. It's impossible. You know how much milk they use?
But it still makes more sense. If you're going to avoid all those diseases,
it's impossible to do. You would have to get millions of women lined up.
There are a lot of... Go to Walmart.
They don't have udders that big.
There's enough of them that would compensate.
You might be able to make a couple of gallons out of it total, and then you'd run out of teats.
I'm not talking about just milking one chick.
You get, 10,000? You'd have to. How many cows there are out there to make ice cream? And you know how much milk a cow puts out a day?
All right. And how much methane do cows put out?
Well,
there's where your ozone layer's going.
Oh, my God. You're going to solve the ozone crisis and make breast milk ice cream.
Isn't that been part of the argument with cows and cutting back on meat, being more vegan because cows fart and that eats up the ozone?
Yes. But cows are still, you're not going to kill these cows. They're still going to be around. We're not killing them.
We're not going to breed. Cows. We're not going to breed as many. We're not going to need as many if we cut back on the need.
And you're going to get millions of mothers to give up their milk for their babies and put it in.
Not everybody breastfeeds.
I know, but not enough people would be able to do it to make any form of. Maybe, you know what? If they made up 500 gallons a year, maybe. But millions of gallons?
Some macadamia nip?
No, we don't need macadamia nip.
Cantaloupes and cream.
We don't want that. No, wouldn't sell.
Rib bumper delight?
No one is going to want to eat that.
Chunky monkey mabutas?
Maybe. That one might. That looks good on the label.
Oh, God, I didn't even think about the packaging for the ice cream.
They just show the chick that the milk came from.
Be better than the St. Pauli's girl.
Yeah.
No.
Better than looking at missing kids on milk bottles.
All right. No. It's not going to sell. Not going to do. I believe Ben & Jerry's has already said thanks, but no thanks.
That doesn't mean someone else couldn't do it. Because it's like you said, JD, even if you only... It's not impossible. Even if you only made 500 gallons a year, like you said, I guarantee you would sell all of those.
You could be a niche market.
Exactly.
You might be able to sell 500 gallons a year. You're right.
Think of all the freaks with fetishes.
Oh, my God. Yeah, think of all the freaks. So you're now just marketing to freaks.
So?
Freaks? Need treats? There's your marketing campaign. Next story, Dan.
Now we have merchandising. Oh. We should do that as an experiment up here sometime.
I said move on.
All right. A man talking on a cell phone walked off a cliff in the Mount Whitney region on Sunday, prompting an all-night search and rescue team response. The man was described as a 28-year-old moron from Brea, California. After reaching the summit of Whitney, the hiker had descended the mountain in the dark. He was in the switchbacks above Lone Pine Lake when he was distracted by a cell phone call. He then apparently walked off the trail and fell about 25 feet off of a cliff.
Yikes.
You don't get a rescue team. You don't.
No, not if you fell off a cliff.
On your cell phone, in the dark, walking down in the dark.
You need to get to a point, if somebody's done something absolutely buffoonish, either you don't go find them, or you don't help them first. You show up at a car accident, some guy got plowed over by milk trucks. God, because he's jacking around on the phone, you help him last.
Oh, I totally agree. We said this before in a hurricane, a storm, any kind of a flood. And then you show it every time it floods. Big barrier, big fat woman driving around it. She goes about 50 feet, blop, and she's stuck. And then she's sitting on the roof.
And then you have to risk the lives of firefighters and officers to go in there and get her ass when she should be at work making cream.
I don't know about cream, but you're right. But we'll never do it because as a society, we forgive stupidity.
And then you start charging them more.
That we should do, period. Don't they charge for... If you call 911 and it's just a ridiculous call, don't you get a charge?
I don't know.
I thought you did.
You have to pay for an ambulance ride now.
Regardless if you needed it or not?
Yeah, I mean, if they load you up in an ambulance, take you to the hospital, I want to say it's like $850.
If I'm in a car wreck...
I can get a limo.
Really? Limo George.
I know, like if they come to your house for something, yeah.
A transport.
Now, generally your insurance is going to cover it, but
it's still supposed to be public services. And if I really need to ride, why I got to pay $800? I'd wait on the Super Shuttle. I don't mind riding with some fellers.
It's like I didn't know you could buy a membership to CareFlight for like $49. Like, if you ever need it, then it's covered.
$49 how often?
Well, I think it's yearly.
I'm in on that.
How many times you need a helicopter?
I'll fake it for $50 a year. I need me to ride to the hospital.
It's one at the airport, isn't there?
One of them real fast rides, too.
All those about lactating women?
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah, the guy on line 4, though, is more about the PETA story itself.
All right. Yes, Jimmy.
All right, Russ, here's the deal, man. If we stop eating cattle, what are we going to start? Population control, killing them off for that? Then PETA's not going to be happy anyway.
No, you eventually weed out all the cattle because you stop breeding them, and the people that are eating meat continue to eat the cows.
But even if we stop breeding them, the natural breeding process will overrun the country in 5 years. We have to eat cows.
I'm with you on this. I'm not going vegan,
no.
But if you cut back on cows, there's not going to be the need to breed as many, and we're not going to be overrun and worry about this country being taken over by bovines. Get your hands off me, you dirty cow.
How did we get being overrun by bovines?
That's what he said. If you stop eating cows, they're going to take over.
I don't think he means with the Statue of Liberty and the New York Harbor type takeover.
That's the way he described it.
Well, there's going to be a lot, obviously. If you stop eating anything that's in the chain, it's going to create a problem. Let's just don't make the breast milk ice cream and move forward.
We breed cows to eat. It's not like they're out just running around busting a nut for grins.
Yeah, they are.
It's all controlled. They're being bred.
No. You get a big cattle operation, they have X number of bulls among X number of cows.
And if you continue to slaughter the cows, you're not going to have as many left. There's less of a demand for cows, so you don't breed as many, and they die out. You keep enough just for shows.
So no meat, no milk?
Why is that hard to understand? You got that dumbfounded look. If we stop eating cows, they're not going to just run amok.
That's funny.
No, you're right. You take all the bulls away, and then you don't have milk. Eventually don't have meat.
You'll still have people. We can still breed enough to keep. You're a fool.
Why do you think beef prices are so high now? We don't have enough.
It's because we're eating too much.
It's because the world is eating too much.
Then eat something else.
People like beef.
Milk women.
I knew we'd get back to that.
Dan.
It's not that uncommon for young adults to move back in with their parents after they graduate from college, but according to the U.S. Census Bureau, the latest trend is for parents to move in with their kids.
Screw that noise.
Since 2000, the number of parents who moved in with their kids has increased by 67%. Now, you might be thinking, well, yeah, a lot of parents move in with their kids when they get too old to take care of themselves. Not that big of a deal. Excuse me, but that doesn't seem to be what's happening because overall, the number of parents who are under the age of 65 who moved in with their kids is up by 75%.
That's the economy and the downturn. One parent dies, the other one doesn't want to live alone, so you let her move back in. My mom lived with us for a year and a half before we actually had to put her
down
into a medical facility.
You got the bunny board on, Mom?
Down.
You not take care of anybody around you.
I took care of my mother. She lived with me my first 3 years of my marriage. Well, a year and a half of the first 3 years. And then we had her medical condition means she needed a doctor there all the time.
So you took her to the shelter?
I did not take her to a shelter. I took her to a nursing home. And it was that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life next to putting the dog down.
So you contract out everything?
I didn't contract. She didn't die in the nursing home. She went and ended up going to living with my sister for a while and died up there.
Is that what it's called?
With my sister, yes. Where my sister lives in Colorado. She ended up dying up there, yes. Would you take great joy in the fact that my mother's gone?
I didn't say anything about it. I just like the terminology.
House?
She went to live with my sister.
She did. She came out of she got well enough to get out of the nursing facility and move in with my sister.
Doesn't sound like she was that well.
Till you've...
Wow.
She got old. God, is there no sympathy at all? You got a great big house. Let your mama move in with you.
No, because
you got a great big house. Let your mama move in with you.
She'd want to be in it.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want her running around during the day dragging those two squids around.
Squids? I'm sure she'll keep them latched up. God.
First time I come out and she's running around naked with her slugs on the table.
God.
I don't believe I'd enjoy any of that.
This is your mother. Let her move in with you.
No.
Well,
she's
you take care of
happy
her.
being in an apartment.
You take care of that, right? You pay the apartment.
Yeah.
You can pay
that, the car, the utilities. She wants a house. That's still iffy.
You take care of her, though. That's a good thing. Well, you didn't for a while, but that's nice that you do now.
She didn't need help always. When she got to a point where she needed help, that's when I took over.
She lived with your brother for a while?
She likes him.
Not the point. She moved in with him, even though he's got a much smaller house.
He didn't have cash to be able to get her an apartment. I did.
But she moved in with him but you had a big house at the time, and she ended up living in a small apartment.
I'm paying for the apartment.
I know you do.
And she keeps asking for a home, and I swear I'm sticking her in one.
Some of them are very nice. The assisted living things are very beautiful nowadays. And
so I keep sending her brochures.
You have activities that really not a bad idea. You have other people around you that are your age. You have activities. You have people to watch over you.
Yeah, who's going to pay for it?
He is.
You keep her in that apartment. It's a hell of a lot cheaper.
It's a hell of a lot cheaper.
How much is a home?
Assisted living? For
what about the Buckner's Children's Home?
No. For a nice assisted living, there's a new development in the mid-cities. I believe they start at $3,500 a month and then go up to like $5,000 depending on...
No. She'll be going to live with her sister. Go ahead, Dan.
All right. On September 9th, a 53-year-old man from Douglas, North Dakota, named Jim Adams, passed away. And he just might have left the best obituary ever. It reads, Jim, who got tired of reading obituaries noting others' courageous battles with this or that disease, wanted it known that he lost his battle. It was primarily the result of being stubborn and not following doctor's orders, or maybe for just living a life a little too hard for better than 5 decades. He was sadly deprived of his final wish, which was to be run over by a beer truck on the way to the liquor store to buy booze for a date. True to his personal style, he spent his final hours joking with medical personnel, cussing, and begging for narcotics. Jim would like to thank all his ladies for putting up with him the past 30 years. In lieu of flowers, he asks that you make a sizable purchase at your favorite watering hole, get rip-roaring drunk, and tell the stories he no longer can. Rest in peace, Jim Adams from North Dakota.
I still think the best one was that old lady or her family couldn't stand her, and one of the disgruntled children wrote the obit.
Oh, do we still have that somewhere?
I doubt. You don't have to go looking for it.
Okay. Well, that's so terrible.
Not to be outdone, someone actually called in with this and emailed it. Locally, did you hear about Edward Bruce Merritt?
Just don't tell me he's dead.
I'm sorry.
No. Who is that?
Edward Bruce Merritt, born April 3rd, 1951 in North Carolina. This is from the Dallas Morning News, by the way. He was one of 8 children. His older sisters regularly beat him up, put him in dresses, and then forced him to walk to the drugstore to buy their Kotex and cigarettes. After graduation from high school, he went on to lead a life of luxury in the U.S. Air Force. After escaping, they actually have escaping from the government, he spent most of his life as a mechanic, husband, and father. Bruce Merritt never met a stranger, and in many ways was stranger than most. He is survived by 1 daughter, 2 grandchildren, 2 ex-wives, unpaid taxes, and many loyal, loving friends.
That's the way to go out.
What?
Unpaid taxes.
In my will, you get this. Lucky you.
Why would mothers... I remember my mom doing that, sending me out to get Kotex.
Because they don't think about it, they need it, and you're the kid. You can run out and get it. There's no embarrassment to them. They don't understand that there's an embarrassment factor.
Yes, they do. They do that just...
Why would they do that?
You're standing in line and everybody behind you, Mama's on the rag! Your mama's on the rag!
Just Kotexes. I don't even know what it is. Maybe she thinks you really don't know what it is, and you just buying it for her.
You know exactly what it is. Then we lived about 3/4 of a mile away from the Minyards, and she'd make me walk over there once a month to get those great big pillows. And it's something you can't conceal. You carry it around.
Now, the old
like
boxes.
a car transmission.
I remember my mom, the old boxes were as big as laundry soap boxes. They were huge. Now the little ones are...
Back in the 50s, 60s, were women's bigger?
No, I don't think so.
Why would you need something that big? How is it they've gotten to these little small things to where you can take care of it all now?
I think they just...
Back then, they were the size of a Sealy.
It really was. It's a huge old... You ever... Well, never mind. Oh, I'm having a bad thought.
What?
Nothing.
You turn the mics off?
No, it's just... Did you ever see one...
All right, you know what?
Thank you. Stop. Anyway, but the new ones are just more absorbent, so they made them smaller, as opposed to being the giant, literally, travel pillow. They looked about the size of a travel pillow.
No, it came with handles on both sides.
It came with strings.
And it had a tag on the side that said you can't pull it off.
It didn't. tag on the side. Let's see, Posturpedic. Wasn't.
And that was back in the day before barcode scanning or anything else, where it just had to sit on the counter.
Yeah. Oh, this one don't got a sticker on it.
Oh.
Don't!
I just want to die. No, we'll get it. We'll get a price check. Hang on. See if this new microphone works.
Get up on aisle one.
Oh, God.
Mama's on the rag.
No.
Ain't got no sticker on the coat tag.
I'll die.
You want to make a run for it?
Please.
Make see that to say ever slow on it.
Please let me go.
No.
I'll pay $100 for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. Coat tags check. Where am I
We need to break now. All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Good morning, Captain. Well, good morning to you, sucker. Do you need another mule skinner? Down on your new mud run.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Why'd you pick this as a bumper?
It's just catchy.
You're part of Al Qaeda.
Do you even know this song?
I have no idea what this is, but
I think it's called Mule Skinner Blues.
That's correct.
By the Fenderman.
Yes.
from the 60s, I'd guess.
Yeah, I think it is. I think they also took this song, adapted it, and turned it into a Levi's commercial.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Take this one out, too. Stop jigging.
Close my head on like a bobblehead.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right. Right now in Dallas, blocking the left lane, but everyone's backed up all the way to Marcella, so that's obviously pretty nasty. In Fort Worth, 820 northbound after Trinity Boulevard, there's an accident blocking the right lane. In Grapevine, 114 westbound at 121, there's a disabled vehicle blocking the left lane there. And the bad one in Bedford, 183 westbound after Central Drive, the two left lanes are closed due to a crash, and that has everyone backed up to Euless, Maine. So that's what you have to look forward to on your drive home. Here's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Daniel. Still kind of warm next few days. 670 for the low and then into the 90s the next few days, all the way through the weekend. Matter of fact, it's 89 now at Live 105.3.
Alfie, what's the chick on 3-1?
She's wanting to inform us about how tampons used to come.
All right. Yes, Sammy.
Hey, boss.
Yes, ma'am.
Grand Dragon.
Hello.
I wanted to give you a little insight. And since a lot of the changes in feminine products have been updated like this in the last 30 years, what you were talking about before was before the age of the adhesive strip that holds the stuff where it's supposed to be.
Right.
There was actually a garter that a girl had to wear around her waist, and it had a little hook on the front and the back, just like a garter for stockings. And that's what those little extra tabs were for. And you had to thread that paper or cloth through those hooks. And that's what held everything in place. It was very uncomfortable, and God help you if it snapped.
Are you old enough to know that?
Yes, I am.
How old are you?
45.
And it was back in the 60s, before they had the adhesive on the other side?
Yeah. Well, that would be, that'd be the 70s, mid-70s. I guess the end of the 70s is when they started, I guess, with adhesive. It's crazy. I'm surprised that Gavin didn't tell you about this.
Damn. Wow. That's just called for.
Alfie said somebody called during the break, and some guy said in a pinch, if you had to, you could roll dope with a
what?
A Kotex.
How the hell could you do that?
I didn't talk to the guy.
Well, okay, I can't see that. Of course, I never rolled dope, so I don't know.
Yeah, you were always into toot, right?
Never into toot either.
Wait, I guess you just pull the cotton part out.
Yeah, just roll it with a
Excuse me, clone nose.
Oh, of course.
How would you do it?
You just unroll it and just roll. Yeah, you pull it out and just kind of roll
But
it out.
are you talking about the actual the Kotex, the great big thing, or are you talking about a tampon?
Like the smaller one.
The tampon?
Yes. Take it out. The only thing that was bad about it was sometimes the scented ones aren't too good.
Why would you have a scented tampon? I don't want to know.
And you couldn't get, like, just newspaper?
Oh.
But you were okay with feminine products?
In a pinch.
So if they were scented, was that more like smoking menthol dope?
No, you just had to kind of get past it.
I don't think I need to get in a bind, would be in a bind that badly where I got to smoke dope through a feminine product.
You got to wait on whatever it is I had to wait on. Don't.
I got stolen one time, smoked dope through a cat's nose. Killed her parrot, made a bong out of him. Used his beak as a roach.
That's a good idea. No, it's not.
Made a bong out of my aunt's fallopian tubes.
No, I don't believe you did. I don't believe so.
It's just like a bong.
I don't believe I can see the similarity.
More like a hookah.
Yeah. No, we did the hookah out of my grandma's colostomy bag.
Oh, God.
Kind of pissed her off, I bet.
Quit. Oh.
Dan! Okay.
Hold on. There's two things I want people to stop sending on the emails. If I can just have a moment. Quit sending two things. The big bailout plan where everybody in the country gets $1 million. Quit it.
I haven't heard that one.
I'm in favor of giving $85 billion to America in the We Deserve It dividend. To make the math simple, which they don't.
Hang on. This is like one of those gas emails. Exactly. You don't go to Exxon for a certain day.
There are 200 million bona fide U.S. citizens 18 plus. Population that goes on to explain that. My plan is to give $425,000 to every person 18 plus as a We Deserve It dividend. I've gotten this like 7 times today. Of course, it would not be tax-free, so let's assume we pay the tax on it. You end up with...
What's the justification to sending everybody cash?
Instead of bailing out AIG with that same amount of money, you could give every person in America a big chunk of cash and hopefully stimulate the economy.
I like that. What's the downside to that?
Well, when a lot of those people don't have jobs and the money runs out.
It's still going to stimulate the economy, and the people... I got a lot better shot of running my own money than the government.
Well, probably.
And obviously AIG and the other companies that are going belly up didn't know what they were doing.
Well, AIG kind of was a victim more than a problem, but they
wasted all the money on those Colonel Steve Austin TV spines.
No.
Lee Majors folded AIG.
No, he didn't.
But when the company you work for can no longer insure itself because
what do you care? You got $400,000.
Well, because sooner or later, when there's mass unemployment, I don't care how much money.
It doesn't make any difference. You got $400,000.
A lot of people can pay off mortgages at that point, college loans.
Okay, well, you can't insure your house.
You don't need it. You got $400,000.
That ain't gonna last forever.
If you got a job, it'll last for a while.
You ain't gonna have a job.
I got $400,000.
When you can't get your company can't insure itself and they go under. When you're talking about AIG had over $1
You give me $400,000, I could live for a long time on that, and I can stop having to smoke dope out of hyena's clam.
I can see where you sacrificed, but that
we made a bong one time out of my uncle.
Just used him.
I don't believe you did.
Yeah, we did.
No, it would be impossible to make a bong out of a human being.
No, we did. Put a joint in his mouth and suck through that. Make sure you drink a lot of water first so you didn't get burned.
Make that bubbly noise.
Yeah. Dan.
Wait a minute. There's one other thing I want people to stop sending me. This. I'll just give it to you. You can read that if you want to. But I get that about 4 times a day, too.
We already know that Dan Lewis is at WBAP.
People don't know that we know, so quit sending it to me. He's got his resume there. I like the resume Everett did, personally. It's more accurate.
Yeah. This is off the BAP website?
Yes.
Dan Lewis, WBAP 24/7 news anchor Daniel Lewis is a native of the fair city of Dallas, has rejoined the team at WBAP after a stint hosting a morning show at a radio station along the Texas coast.
That's the way to put it, stint.
Actually, nothing good happens down there. In years past, he has served as a traffic reporter, talk show producer, co-host, and host working with some of the best and brightest in Dallas radio.
Black Bart. We put that down there.
Daniel's love of jazz led him to his first radio job in 1981 at KETR in Commerce, where he eventually became assistant music director. Before returning to radio in 1997, Daniel worked... Okay. Well, how does he come up that what did it say on Dan's resume? He'd been in broadcasting for
10 years?
No.
Like 12?
Yeah, it was 20-something. I think he started the very first day he had a job in radio.
And counted everything
up, even when he wasn't in radio.
Okay. Do we still have Everett's thing?
It's on my...
It's on your flash?
Yeah.
Where?
I believe it's a folder that says Everett does Dan.
Do we have Dan does Dan?
I think Dan is actually in there.
Dan Lewis and Everett.
He didn't read his hobbies.
Before returning to radio in 1997, Daniel worked as an actor in theater, film, and television, mainly as bad guys. When not in the newsroom, Daniel loves to prowl through garage and estate sales, looking for old toys and games Mommy wouldn't let him have as a kid. Still an actor at heart, he performs in the occasional theater production. Okay. Still using the same headshot from 1980.
Exactly. I like that, too. Where he has hair.
Which one is Dan's? Dan's.
I think it's Dan's.
Okay, thanks.
My name is Daniel Lewis. I have a little more than 12 years of experience in Dallas-Fort Worth radio.
12. So he worked for me from 97 through... 02. How long is that?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, 5.
Do we give him credit for the public radio at East Texas State?
Okay, a year.
Okay.
That's radio, I guess.
All right, you have to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the other 6?
Mainly that would mean he would have been employed from the entire time he left here to now.
Well, that's fantastic.
Dallas-Fort Worth radio, plus an additional year of experience as host of the morning rehab program on 106.9 The Rock in Victoria, Texas. Mm-hmm. I've done a great deal of work in the production studio, having taken hundreds, if not thousands, of client commercials from inception to completion, and I also have a
bankruptcy
working knowledge of the majority of the software programs that it takes to get a radio program on the air. And for the software
I like the CD that we had it on because it would skip through his... Make
it a lot funnier.
Yeah. It sounded like he had no clue about anything to do with audio editing.
All of that.
Programs I don't know, well, I am a very quick study. I learn software programs very quickly. Admittedly, I'm something of a geek.
All right, what's the next one I want to listen to?
You can listen to Dan copying that guy about...
I don't know what that means, so be quiet.
WRR announcer's job is not an easy one. Of course, the works of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, Johann Sebastian Bach, and Richard Wagner are discussed regularly. Problems present themselves in uttering the sibilant mellifluence cadences of such sounds as Hans Schmittischer Stadt, Karl Schuricht, and the Hammerklavier Sonata. One must weather...
What is it?
In my head I can hear Everett. I'm sorry.
Would you like to hear Everett's now?
Sure.
All right. Here's Everett's rendition.
All righty.
My name is Dan Lewis. I have over 12 years of experience in Dallas radio, all of which occurred during a 6-year period of time. For 30 years, I was the producer of the Russ Martin Show. Fortunately, I was surrounded by a sufficient measure of talent that my mediocrity was largely obscured. As a result, my wife Laura was able to convince a somewhat inebriated program director to give me my own show. A glowing jewel of the firmament, the Dan Lewis Show was so successful that it was canceled almost immediately from one station, thereafter casting another into the tempestuous throes of bankruptcy. I have been married to...
Unless you know the reference about Dan going on a show trip with us to Mexico and fingering one of the ugly listeners, you don't get this. But now you probably should.
The same lovely woman for over 24 years, to whom I and 9 of my meaty digits have been completely faithful. We have 2 or 3 children whose names I might recall if, in so doing, it did not otherwise compromise my narcissism.
Here comes the payoff.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
I forgot, Everett, you did a follow-up to this. What was that one?
Oh, I don't even remember.
All right. Be a trip in the dandy help.
The job of vitamin salesman is not an easy one. Of course, the relative benefits of dibasic calcium phosphate, magnesium oxide, potassium chloride, and microcrystallines.
Is this based on a script that a mock script that Dan did?
I think there was someone else had actually done that before.
Let me listen.
As fall rapidly approaches, now is the time to take a well-deserved break. If you're looking for lively pursuits and natural beauty, Blue River is the...
Yeah, that's what you did the takeoff from, right?
I don't think so.
Shut up.
Yes.
All right.
The job of vitamin salesman is not an easy one. Of course, the relative...
Why don't you go outside and burn a Kotex?
Relative benefits of dibasic calcium phosphate, magnesium oxide, potassium chloride, and microcrystalline cellulose are discussed regularly. I know nothing of these matters, which is why I have decided to, as it is known in common urban parlance, rap for you. Upon my 8th conviction for wanton boorishness, I was incarcerated for a period of time at a maximum security prison facility. What follows is a cautionary tale, a prison prose primer, as it were. Chilling with my homies down in cell block 6 when my cellie bends me over and I
this has a line about the Spartan, doesn't it?
Yeah. Start turning tricks. Now they all line up so I can scratch their itches, shave the hair from my ass. I'm now one of their bitches. Giving up my booty for a pack of smokes, I'm the butt of more than just jailhouse jokes. I suppose it doesn't matter because it's sex that sells. By the way, sailor, is that a pack of Pell-Mells? Because today I've got to go out and earn me a carton. But that's all right. I can take a like a Spartan. So on trembling hands and on callous knees, I assume the position and get ready to please. My hole is ablaze, such a burning sensation. I've just pleasured everybody in the Aryan nation. They've been decking my halls with boughs of their holly. Now I have more tobacco than Sir Walter Raleigh. But I'm not just another penitentiary hoe. I'm the famous Dan Lewis from the Dan Lewis Show. So I'm out of the pen and am in need of a job. I'll be your personal doorman. Let me grind on your knob.
Is that the two things you don't want anymore?
Yeah, please.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
On Monday, 150 former employees of a car parts manufacturer in India called Graziano Transmissioni beat and killed their former boss, 47-year-old Lalit Kishore Kuhardri. Apparently, employees at the factory have been upset with company officials for quite a while because management had refused to give them raises and...
That's worse than the Teamsters.
and also a permanent contract. Anyway, it seems...
Because at least the Teamsters have some type of negotiation
they said
before you end up floating at the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
Or sunk at the bottom of the river.
It seems Lalit had called a meeting with former employees to discuss reinstating them. But when the crowd heard someone inside the building shout for help, they all rushed in and beat him to death. Police say they arrested more than 60 people, and as of yesterday, more than 20 were still in the hospital with injuries.
That's a union.
Well, I think beating your boss to death, especially when he's about to rehire your ass, I got good news, we're going to kill you.
Is that a union that you want to go into talks with?
Well, I'm going to rehire these people.
But they weren't getting the cash that they wanted, right?
No, or permanent contracts. They had a beef.
So you beat the man to death?
Shouldn't have fired him in the first place.
Lord, no.
The other reason to check for the union label. Go ahead.
For whatever reason, a lot of parents seem to be fairly comfortable talking to their sons about sex, but when it comes to talking to their daughters,
you go get it.
No. Oh, that's what you say to your kids?
That's been the way most fathers deal with kids.
Not well, sir.
Nobody really seems to want to deal with it.
I don't want to deal with having my kids have kids, so I dealt with it early.
You go get it.
No, you don't say go get it. You say condoms. If you ever are thinking about this and in a weak moment, condoms.
Yeah, but that's the way that you temper it, because versus saying father to son, you want to say go get it, just be careful when you get it. Daughters, you keep them locked up in a closet.
Plus, you have to go buy the condoms, and as a kid, you didn't want to do that either. I'd rather sit in line with a Kotex and have everybody stare at me while they're getting their groceries.
And the condoms? It never really bothered me. It's embarrassing at first, but it never bothered me to buy them later. At least they think you're having sex, even if you're not.
Even before I had my vasectomy.
Yeah. You still like
I didn't like buying condoms.
What's the big stigma?
I don't know. There's just something about sitting in line knowing, get a move on!
No, you want to get them up there. You want to buy a couple of
I got a nut in the bust!
Get a couple of things and surround the box.
No, you don't do that. I'm in there for condoms, but I want to get this over with.
Oh, look at this.
No. You sit there and it's laying on the counter, and of course, you got another old woman that's sitting in front of you. Got to write a check.
Get her coupon.
Get a debit card. You got no time for coupons.
I don't have one.
I'm buying condoms.
What does that the box say?
It said, penis cover. Write the check. Log it later.
You're a little out of control.
I'm horny.
Don't look at me.
The older they are, the longer it takes for them to get out of that freaking line.
Well, again, yes, that's what they do. That's an outing to them. That's a trip to Six Flags.
They go to Six Flags.
I can't get my Metamucil at Six Flags.
I don't know why they pick that time of the day, whenever it is I go, to come in with their coupons and their price checks. And instead of having a debit card and being into the 90s, they got to write it down. And they got to log it all because they're old and they're going to forget.
I don't trust debit cards. I don't trust where I don't know where that money goes. If I write it down, I know where it is. It's the way I've always done it since 1923. Don't look at me with those eyes.
What are you going to say, Trey?
Yeah, I had something else. I forgot how annoying this is. Someone to take the receipt, and they had a big load of groceries, and they go line by line on the receipt to make sure there was nothing.
Oh, yeah, they do it while they're standing. You can go and step outside and do that, and the Kroger still trusts you. Hey, I didn't get these things. I need to have that corrected.
You guys have more trouble in stores.
I try and go late on Sundays where there's not that many people, and especially if I'm using coupons, there's nobody behind me that's got to wait on my cheap ass. These old ladies pick the center of the day when people are out breathing, and they decide they're going to clog up the lines.
Go through the automated thing. There's the automated confusion.
I can't go through the automated thing because it doesn't ring everything up.
That's true.
Especially if you go to some place like Lowe's or Home Depot and you buy a bag of screws. You scan it, it'll scan. You put it down there in the bag. It doesn't feel anything, so it thinks it's items not placed properly in the bagging area.
Check the bagging.
Buy screws.
Check the bagging
They don't
area.
weigh anything. So you try throwing your wallet down there just so there's some weight. It don't see that. It thinks you're stealing something.
Unapproved item.
You're going to need somebody to buy things for you. You're going to have a stroke just going to the store.
Well, if you're buying something that weighs
something,
a couple of pounds or what, you don't have that issue when you go through the thing.
It sees it. Well, I've never had that problem.
And if you're buying spray paint, then somebody's got to come and check and make sure you're of age.
Joy has that same issue with when she buys wine. Goes through it. I said, don't go through the automated thing because now you got to get somebody to come over and check your dang wallet.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. So anyway, here are 7 points to discuss with your daughter if you want to talk about sex.
What happened to talking with the boys?
That wasn't the point of the story. It was saying it's easier for...
This show is too hard to follow. How long before we get a break, Flo? All right, go ahead.
All right, it was saying it's easier to talk to the boys. Here's the tips for talking to the girls. Number 1, sex does not seal a relationship. Don't assume that having sex makes your relationship any stronger than it was before. Number 2, guys will say anything to get in your pants. And they might even mean what they say at the time, but it'll change. Number 3.
Sometimes you mean it at the time.
We're talking about teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
You mean I'm just going to put it in a little... You mean that at the time.
I'm just going to rub it around the edge.
That's all we're
It's
doing.
not in.
No.
I still haven't violated. No. We feel closer. And you're still a virgin.
Exactly.
And we're working on our relationship for the future. Damn, you slippery.
That's your fault, baby.
Yeah. You're the one all worked up.
I couldn't help it.
I'm just going to rub it around the edge.
Like I promised you.
I almost want to go back to being a teenager just so you can work that line again.
Trying to pull that one
I
more
swear,
time.
just here, right around.
It's right about there. A lot of times they fall for it.
It's not my fault. Something grabbed me. Number 3, don't...
Got magical fingers in there?
You vexed me, woman.
I got some change if you need it.
Number 3, don't assume no one will find out about it. Guys, especially younger ones, will brag. Number 4, sex can wreak havoc on your emotions, so keep that in mind. It creates feelings. Number 5, drinking makes you more likely to put out. It also makes the sex less meaningful and wonderful.
We're so bad.
Number 6, be careful about the situations you get yourself into. And number 7, watch out for jerks. There are plenty of good guys out there. If yours is jealous or controlling, get rid of him immediately. Get it up.
Ready to break here? All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Audio stimulation. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
How long is the clip?
They're each about a minute apiece.
It's just the one that says good loving?
Oh, that one's about 50 seconds. It's part of a sermon he gave.
On?
About black people accepting God's love and how
So this is a non-Obama related sermon?
Part of it.
I'm going to assume we're talking about Manning still.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where is that? Daily audio on your flash?
Yes.
What's it called?
Manning Good Lovin'.
All right.
Peace be unto you. My name is Deacon.
Is that the wrong one?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
That's his the deacon of his church ministry?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Have you heard of
Really? No, I haven't heard that. I thought it was a retarded policeman.
Peace be unto you. My name is Deacon Joseph Louis Ramos. I am a member of the Allah World Ministry.
Just what's in my mouth. Just now.
I can't think what's in your mouth. Is that what you said?
Chris.
Well, is it possibly a plum of some type?
Yeah. You're in the ballpark.
I'm in the ballpark. Is it a fruit?
Doesn't taste like one.
Doesn't taste like one?
No. It tastes more gamey.
I don't know.
I would like to share with you a brief background of my life testimony. First of all, I'm 50 years of age. At one time, I was addicted to crack cocaine for 15 years of my life. And it was in the year March of 2002, I checked into the Jacoby Detox Medical Center.
Which center? Wairobi?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, they hit him with power drills till he stopped.
Sound like he'd be better off staying on crack.
This is the spokesperson.
Now, he doesn't do a weekly address. It's just this one.
Just this one. And believe me, I check.
And pray.
And he's a deacon?
I believe so, of the church ministry.
Position of authority.
Well, it's a church ministry.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I mean, there are a lot of people to choose from, but it's still going to be a limited diversity of morality.
But you pick an old crackhead, I mean.
Well, you want to pick somebody who's been there, been to the bottom, and was able to use Jesus to bring himself back up.
It would be nice if you could tell what he was saying.
Well, that's incidental.
Prayed on my knees, and I asked God to help me to set me free from crack cocaine.
And God said no.
I believe God said no.
I prayed over and over every time. He said no. Please leave me from crack cocaine. I'll give you like teach that.
God said no. Gave your teeth back and God told you no?
That's what he said. That's what he told me. And now I'm stuck in prison, and they all call me Doopy Dog.
I don't know how you could get... I understand how you could get hooked on drugs, but when your teeth absolutely just rot, that would be the time to pick something new.
Well, that's easy for you to say because you've never been on it. I say it is so strong, and so you give up everything. You'll give up jobs, family, sex, everything. It's the strongest stuff in the world, and they say you get hooked one time by taking it.
Is it really that addictive?
That's what I've heard for crack. I've never done it, obviously. Well, I've never obviously done crack.
No, he was into the snorting kind. That's completely
never into
different.
snorting anything. I've never been snorting things.
All right.
March of 2002, I checked into the Jacoby Detox Medical Center.
And then 2 days later, I came up with the right amendment. I said there should be no reason for anyone that will fly out of Dallas to anywhere.
Can't fly out of Dallas to anywhere.
That's what I said. You can fly to Lubbock.
You can go to Lubbock?
Nothing to see there.
No.
But we don't want you leaving Texas, and then you'll come back.
I prayed on my knees, and I asked God to help me to set me free from...
God told me to get lost.
No, he didn't.
He said, nothing gonna hit you.
What was the last part?
You like me?
No, I didn't.
They make a difference. He didn't help me nowhere.
He didn't help you nowhere.
No.
Oh.
Crack cocaine, he answered my prayer. I was able to complete the day program 1 year, and it was in the year January 2000.
This is my favorite year, January.
What's your favorite? January?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's my favorite year.
Oh, okay, all right. Especially with me. Trying here.
I became a member of the Outlaw World Ministry. And all this time I've been free by the grace of God from crack addiction, and I'm no longer under the bondage of sin when it comes to drug addiction.
Okay.
And with
they will get that up.
What?
It's like huffing paint.
It's like huffing paint?
Yeah.
Oh. It's terribly addictive.
What?
And you... the crack cocaine. Or were you huffing paint? What are you doing currently?
Huffing paint?
Oh, you're huffing paint.
Ain't no crack cocaine. And my teeth are red.
my life experience, I like to share with others, especially those that are locked up in prison. I would like to share with them.
I actually had them paint flames on my teeth.
Painting flames on your teeth?
Yeah. And put some spinners on my teeth.
How God had been a great help to me, how he can be able to set them free.
Sound like God turned his back when you slammed the door.
No, he
Please help me, God.
Nope. Not a chance.
He could have been dead by now.
I've now been able to resume my career as an auctioneer.
Everett.
No.
We're just going to sell it.
Sold.
With others, especially those that are locked up in prison, I would like to share with them how God had been a great help to me, how he can be able to set them free also. And I would like to turn this part of the segment over to the chairman of the Outlaw Prison Outreach Program.
Goofy dog.
No.
All right, what car was I actually looking for?
Man in Good Lovin'.
Oh, all right.
Is it brand new?
Yeah.
Open your heart and let me walk in. We can love each other.
And this sermon's about what?
About black people accepting the love of God into their lives. And
So he actually does talk about things other than Obama.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
Why does it have to be black related? There's got to be some white people in his congregation.
His whole deal is that until black people accept the love of God into their hearts, they're going to remain angry at white people. That's kind
They got a reason to be angry at white people.
His things is you got to get past that. It's crippling you.
All right.
Open your heart and let me walk in. We can love each other with a love that nobody has ever experienced before. I'm going to tell you something. If you ever get me start loving you, talking about good loving, talking about good loving, if we could ever get together and I can start loving you and you can start loving me, you talking about good loving, you ain't never been loved the way I can love you. Ain't no man, ain't nobody ever loved you the way I can love you.
Good God, man. Let's get it going. I don't get I'm missing the thrust of the clip.
That was just more of a clip for the lover. I just isolated that just because it was just good love.
Okay.
And then if you want to hear his newest deal, it's in the Daily Audio folder called Manning, Message to White Preachers.
All right.
Talks about what's going to happen if Obama is elected and what white pastors need to do and tell their congregations about Obama.
What? Does he pick the only black candidate we've had ever that's got the best shot of being in the White House, and he's got to do nothing but focus on his color? There's no justification. There was no reasoning. Going after his white mama. I still think possibly Reverend Manning said everything he said about Obama and everybody around him just to see how he would defend his family. You don't defend your family? How are you going to defend the United States of America?
That's not what he was doing. He was just doing this to get...
Nothing else makes any sense.
He's even said it a couple times. He said, but the day he addresses me, I'll go on all the networks. Dude, the networks don't know your name. No,
what he said was, the day that Obama can prove his mama's not a whore, I go on CNN, I say I was wrong. His mama's not a whore.
And we're going to give you this.
All I need is a note. Give me some proof. Get an affidavit from Honey Bear. Tell me your mama's not a whore.
I want to say this to white pastors, and I want to say something to y'all, and I want y'all to hear me now.
Hands up. Right down on the ground.
Did you hear this email I just read? This is a frantic call. It's a frantic email from down in Johannesburg, South Africa, from a white man who is praying about the hatred that blacks are putting towards them because of apartheid and because blacks are now in control there in South Africa.
All right. It sounds like this is going to have a message of some type of morality. Leading up to this point, sounds like he's headed towards something.
He's headed towards what's happening in South Africa with blacks taking control and really...
Oh, all right. You can stop there.
I'm lost.
All right. You've got apartheid in South Africa.
Yes, until, I think, 91 or something.
All right. Because, and I'm going to guess, where Manning's going is because the blacks were in control.
Blacks are in control now, and they hate white people. And there's a lot of violence, black-on-white violence.
So if Obama gets in the White House...
You got it.
All right.
And it's a horrible state of affair. And you can argue if you want, well, blacks suffered under the apartheid regime and blacks suffered and died, and it was a horrible situation there too. And it was, no doubt about it, no doubt about it. But what I want to say to you is this, and white pastors and white leaders and white politicians, I want to say this to you. I want you to know, if Barack Hussein Obama ever became president, there would be such a hatred and that would be unleashed by black folk against white folk. There would be such a hatred unleashed by black church people. There would be such a hatred unleashed by black gangs and black people and black family. You're going to see fist fights in school. You're going to see black children kicking white children. You're going to see gangs roaming through the streets of America like you've never seen before. If Barack Hussein Obama comes to power, you're going to see the worst set of relations in America. It would take you back past slavery, back past the antebellum period if Barack Hussein Obama became president.
What is it? What's the mushrooms got to do with it?
Those are portobello.
Yeah. Oh. What did he say?
Antebellum.
What is that?
During the time of slavery.
So based on this, nobody black can ever be in the White House.
He's not saying that, but he's saying if
Obama... he's saying Obama, who's black, is in the White House, you're going to have this racial unrest just because somebody of a different color is in the White. Not everybody sees Obama as black.
I certainly don't, and I see the complete opposite effect happening. You put a black man in the White House, why is that going to upset black people? It seems to me they're going to go, we've had this coming for a while. They should be...
Maybe he means, okay, now we're in a situation of power.
Doesn't mean you can roam the streets and kick people in school. Just because the president happens to be black.
Any of these other cuts going to explain this?
3.
All right. What white pastors should do?
Yes.
Okay.
You white pastors, listen to me. Don't be afraid of the faces of these people. You stand up in your churches and you tell these people the truth. You tell...
Line 1. Yes, Gail.
Hey, I was just going to tell you, over in the hood where I teach, this stuff already happens.
What?
The whole black versus white thing.
So you already got
It's
black kids
bred
kicking
in
the
the
white
kids.
ones.
Huh?
Well, it doesn't matter who's in the White House.
Apparently there's nothing to... What? How would somebody in the White House being black make black people more angry?
It doesn't. That's why all of this has put us in such a quandary, because we can't figure out anything that Reverend Manning said. He's never addressed what it is Obama can't do as president. He just says what's going to happen if he's elected because he's black.
Well, the big news that he has is going to drop. I got proof. Of what? Shut up, white man.
I got documented every different which way validated laminated.
Show it to us.
I don't got time to show it to you. It's been vulcanated. Live long. I got proof. That's what he said about Obama's mama being a whore.
Mm-hmm. Tell them that Barack Hussein Obama is a long-legged Mac Daddy, and say it just like that. Don't bounce your word. Don't try to make it pretty. Just say it just like that.
Yeah. Try that.
Go really big down to the Methodist Church.
Tried at a Panthers rally.
You stand up in your white church and you say to these white people that Barack Hussein Obama is a long-legged Mac Daddy, and is...
Reverend Manning is not going to be satiated, satisfied,
both,
until we've got civil unrest again. Everything he pushes for is a division of the races.
Can you, for a moment, imagine a white minister saying just that much?
For about 20 seconds. How long before we need a break? Yeah.
Mama was white trash, and that his father was a pathetic, worthless, couldn't keep a job, drunk, that knocked up that 17-year-old girl and then left her and abandoned the boy as well. You get up and tell it. You stand up and tell your congregation, you white pastor, stand...
You better lock the doors. I don't want for you to go watch the windows.
Up and tell your congregation that Barack Hussein Obama is an emissary of the devil, and hallelujah and amen goes right there, but don't be afraid.
I don't know how black groups haven't come out and just absolutely squashed him flat.
To shut him down completely, just the website or whatever else.
With everything else that the black community's gone through, whether we've gotten far enough away from racism and just division of the races, this isn't going to take us forward.
No, this is...
And again, I really hate to be the voice of reason, but sometimes it flashes on me.
This is just insulting.
Don't want to hear... Is there one to finish with?
5's not bad.
Okay. We need a break now? Yes. All right, we'll play when we come back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
right, which cut did you say to end with?
5.
Says, now go pray.
No, she said, what will happen if you speak the truth?
Oh, all right.
Let me tell you what's going to happen if you get up and say that in your churches. Let me tell you, there are going to be people that have been sitting there waiting for you to stand up and be a man of God. There are people that have been praying for you. There are people that will still stand up and cheer, and they'll cheer the devils and all of their host out of that congregation, and God will bring you saintly people. You're going to discover that you will have a power like you've never had before.
Yeah, it's called an accelerant.
I can see Ed from my church standing up and going, let me tell you something, big Mac Daddy, long-legged Mac Daddy. Oh,
Obama is a long-legged Mac Daddy. Can I get amen?
No.
Where you going? Hey, Chloe and I were talking about this during the break. I'm sure that the major news outlets don't cover Manning just because it's going to add some kind of credence to his message. But just if you covered it on the aspect of being just a nut, why wouldn't they go at that angle?
You think somebody like a specialty show? There's there's some of the little news shows that aren't real news. They sort of cover the thing.
Well, how many black pastors are going to preach to their congregation? Can't put a black man in the White House.
You would think somebody, at least Saturday Night Live or somebody, would pull this guy up.
Well, you can't do SNL because nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Weekly Royal Report, put him on there next to Bat Boy.
Thanks, Everett, for your help.
That could be one reason Weekly World went out of business.
You're not besmirching the good name of Bat Boy, are you?
Yes.
You know he was after Jenna that time down in Austin.
Jenna Bush?
Yeah. Do you remember that part?
He wasn't the only one.
Well, he was in love with her.
Didn't he also get hit by a cab running across the street?
I think we had a picture of that, yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of pissed him off, though. He was okay, thank God.
How do you keep up with Bat Boy now?
Well, there's the internet, and they actually made it into a musical. You think they'd create a musical about somebody that didn't exist?
Phantom of the Opera.
So what's your point?
Monty Python's Spam-A-Lot.
Life of Brian.
Well, that was loosely based on a real story.
Eat out my hole.
I haven't seen that one.
Cats.
You now have the power to get up and say, thus saith the Lord. You don't have to worry about what the denomination says. You don't have to worry about what the superintendent says. You don't have to worry about what the media says. But you can get up now and speak for Jesus. You can speak for Jesus. But remember, these words must come out.
You better come with some cold, hard text if you're a white pastor and you're going to say that to any congregation, knowing that it's going to hit YouTube pretty quick, and then CNN's going to have it a couple minutes later.
That's just kind of sad, too, because this guy can get up and say this for months and months and months and months and say anything. But you're right. One white guy to do it, and it'd be a hate crime.
Obama eats grunt! You can't put him in a White House!
I don't think he eats grunt. We don't have any video of this.
He's a werewolf!
We don't know that.
You can't put him in a White House! All of a sudden, the werewolf's going to turn on the freaking... What? Monsters against each other!
I have no proof.
We'll be overtaken by lycanthropes!
I don't think so.
We can't have the rest of the free world knowing that we got a president that's a werewolf dragging his ass across cart Obama with the worms.
I have no video.
That's embarrassing. We at a summit meeting.
Take just a moment out here.
Well, you got to take a couple minutes. Obama got to go outside. And the day that Manning finally dips to the point of calling Obama a werewolf, I'm going to sue his fat ass. Because that was mine.
About what the media...
What?
Finally get somebody to go beat his ass and look at you.
But you can get up...
Thanks, I needed that.
Now and speak for Jesus. You can speak for Jesus. But remember, these words must come out of your mouth. That Barack Hussein Obama is a long-legged Mac Daddy. And that he is an emissary of the devil. And his mama was the lowest form of white trash. I'll tell you, she is more trash than the...
Why is it you have women that have children out of wedlock, nonstop, and he's got to focus on Obama's mama?
Apparently, the Bristol Palin, isn't that her name? The girl? She's not trash.
No.
She's 17 and pregnant, but she's not trash.
No, it's like you said. His mama told him, and her mama told her that in that day.
Whose mama?
Manning. He gave a sermon and said, my mama told me and her mama told her that if you were a white girl hanging around black men in that time, age and time, you were white trash.
Daniel, pull that clip.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Been better if JD said it, but thank you, nice lady.
You're welcome.
A long-legged Mac Daddy, and that he is an emissary of the devil, and his mama was the lowest form of white trash. I'll tell you, she is more trash than the Staten Island landfill. And my friends, you can see that thing from outer space. This woman was trash personified. She put the T in trash. Obama's mama did.
All right, I see one more cut. No?
It's just, no.
Well, I'm hooked now.
Yeah.
Get up and tell your congregation and then go pray on a rock out there in the woods behind.
You better keep that rock handy.
Get one you can pick up.
Forget what Jesus said about glass houses.
In your church and watch God open up that rock and it'll bring forth water out of the rock. You get out there and pray beside the tree.
Put out the fire.
Lean up beside the juniper tree the way Elijah did, and God will cause manna to fall from heaven that you can take home and feed your family. Listen what thus saith the Lord. This is the word of Almighty God. This is a word of knowledge and wisdom and prophecy to you white pastors, that you stand up, get up, don't sit down, don't back up, don't shut up.
What an obtuse pee hole. Nothing out of the scriptures to go back and verify or validate anything he said about Obama. He just can't be in the White House because he's black. And the only reason Reverend Manning doesn't want Obama in the White House because he's black is because Reverend Manning wants in the White House.
You think he really wants to be in the White House?
That's exactly what he wants. You build some type of foundation. You build some type of grassroots movement. Manning thinks that he can get in the White House in the next 4 or 8 years.
From outer space, this guy. I mean, you know, seriously. I put Sharpton in there before I put this guy in there.
That's the only angle I can come up with.
Or that just deep down.
And Reverend Manning's also said in the past, I know what I'm talking about.
Why?
I'm the messenger from God.
God talks to you on
You want to see a black man in the White House?
Yeah.
Boom.
There it is. God told me I'm the man. Put me in.
I'll be the one that let the werewolves out.
He's never...
I'll keep nobody out of the White House. Answer the question. Who let the werewolves out?
He's never said that, though, any of his stuff. He's never leaned toward political eye.
He said if you want somebody like that in the White House, he's your founder
guy.
Didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like he said, you know, to really be a black leader, you needed to have gone to jail. Now you can compare himself like with MLK, who went to jail over, you know, protests.
Well, that was over protests and standing up for black rights.
Right. But he's been to jail, too.
Reverend Manning.
Yeah,
I got to see street creds.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to hold up a bank.
I'd just like to have been his cellmate.
Oh, God, every morning.
Good morning! Get your ass up!
Here we go again. Oh, God.
Get up!
I don't want to get up. You're so loud.
Time to praise God!
Oh.
Now take this spoon and start digging to the wall!
Can I have the electric chair, please?
Take the spoon.
Get us out of here so we can spread the gospel! Get some cash! You ready to go, Dan?
Yeah.
All right. Anything before we go?
I got a quick email about your support of LBJ, but that kind of goes on a different channel. I'll leave it for tomorrow.
I want to see that now.
What?
Like a prison movie, but it's with Reverend Manning trying to make the great escape.
Dig more! Dig our ass out! Here, maybe you can get further through the wall with a spork! Go ahead, Dan.
For more information on The Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, just go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show, and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danomalley.com, djclo.net, treytrenholm.com, and for Chuck the Band Manager, chuckwheat.com. To reach Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, call his office, 214-823-LAWS, or his website, DallasAttorney.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, MajesticLiquors.com. The official airline of the Russ Martin Show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, Southwest.com. And the official site for Live 105.3 is Live105.3.com.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
Listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.